Hi, I just remembered I forgot to actually turn up the the microphone before starting scream. Maybe starting scream as well. I will be screaming. Good evening. Will I ever remember to do everything I want to before I start a stream? Probably not. Thank you for the pat. Oh my god, I don't know. Why is the pad not working? Hello? God damn. Okay. Unfortunate. Maybe something is broken again. Maybe that's just what it is. There was a time when it didn't work initially as well. So maybe this is what I get now. It's like, oh, it's worked for long enough. Now fuck you. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Pet. That was on. Anyway. Long time no see. Ha ha ha. It's not even been a full 24 hours. Oh my god. I woke up at like shortly before 12 today. Like lunchtime 12, right? It's like the trade-off for streaming Persona for a really long time is just sleeping through half of the entire Sunday. But it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. In this case, I win a little more sleep and I lose half the day. That's alright. Good thing is I don't really have to use my brain for this game. I can just enjoy girls that are gonna get me in trouble with Twitch. No, there's nothing on this CG, but still. We are now on a first name basis with both Mayuri and Pika, which is an improvement, especially for someone who's just socially inept. As she is, but we're getting better. Let's see what's going to happen next. I'm filled with calm as I sit in the bath alone in the silent maze. The incident 10 days earlier at orienteering, I'm glad I went to find her myself. Deep in the darkening forest between the two of us, wet from the rain, there had been an air of intimacy which let me speak from the gut, to borrow my grandfather's phrase. She told me I didn't have to tell her what I was holding on to, that it was not necessarily right for her to know. I thought confessing everything would be the right thing to do, but she said that some things were better left unsaid. Mayuri's words gave me hope. I stretched myself out slowly. I've made sure to come late and it feels good not having to worry about anyone else being here.
みんなで入ると緊張するものね。
It may be because this is an all-girls school, but no one bothers to cover up, even when getting dressed for ballet. It's even worse in a bath. People cover up with towels, but...
私ってそうなのかな。
I'm always aware whether we're changing for ballet or changing in our dormitory. My Michi partners don't seem embarrassed, but it still takes my all not to get a bead red face.
いえ、友達になりたいだけよね。
No, maybe you're also gay. I wonder if it could be lesbian feelings, but that's probably overthinking it. Yeah? Up until now, I haven't really gone to school much, so I don't know whether I like members of the opposite sex or not.
近場の男性といえば、祖父と父。
There are no men working at the school, not one male teacher. The scant knowledge I do have of men is only of my own family, except for...
何？
Oh, yeah, oh. I remember the stepbrother that was brought into my home, and then I remember that woman.
やめよう。せっかくいい気分なのだもの。
I don't think her stepbrother is of any importance ever again because I legitimately forgot that she has one. Genuinely, I've played 3 entries of this game series and I genuinely forgot she has a stepbrother. I take hot water in my hands and splash it on my face. At any rate, I cannot say we're good friends yet, but we are now close enough to be on a first name basis. If we keep getting closer, it won't be long. The sound of a glass door echoes loudly in the bath, drowning out my thoughts. The sound of a door means... I quick to wrap a towel around myself and go see who entered the bathing area. Whoever they are, they're chatting away cheerfully.
嘘。なんてことなの。
To borrow my grandfather's words, this is like a horse from a goad, no more like a truth from a lie. At any rate...
それからどうなったと思う？
その話は後で聞くから。早くお風呂を済ませてしまいましょう。
both of them! I hear the footsteps growing near and as the mist clears, my Michi partners covering their naked bodies with a single towel each come into the bath.
なんでこんな時間に。
Probably same as you, to take a bath. I panic.
まったく。佐々木さんたちには困ったものだわ。
まあまあ、悪気はないんだろうし。
It seems the Sasaki twins and the Sasakis have been up to something again.
せっかく時間をずらして入っているのに。わざと紅茶をかけたのなら、一緒に入って背中を流させるところよ。
それなら喜んで入りそうだけどね。
I watch my Michi partners laugh and converse.
どうしたらいいの？
You could just say hi. Even with a towel, I can see the curves of Mayuri's body. Although she's more modest, my mind races at the sight of Rika and her beautiful pale skin.
どうしよう。見つかってしまうかも。いえ、そもそも私は隠れているべき。それとも
I mean, technically you were here first. You have every right to be here. You should say something. Two of them are lost in conversation, not even attempting to hide their bodies.
黙っていているとわかるよりも。
It will be better to speak up, I think.
あれ？スオさんじゃない？
え？スオさんもいるの？やだ。もしかして私。
ほんといるならいるって言ってほしいよね。もしかして覗きじゃないの？
なんてことになるかも。
I've got to tell them I'm here.
そういえば、スオさんのことだけどさ。
Hearing my name unexpectedly, I freeze and forget all about calling out to them.
風邪、治ったみたいでよかったよ。
ええ、そうね。ずいぶんと長くかかっていたから心配だったけど。
That's right, at the orienteering, maybe I shouldn't have carried Mayuri home in the rain like I did, because the next day I immediately caught a cold and it got worse from there.
風邪、私がひかせたようなものだし、悪いことをしたよ。本当は、
まゆりさんはびしょ濡れだからこそ予防をすぐにしたでしょ。逆に気が回らない方が引いてしまうものよ。看病していた方が長くこじらせるとかね。本当に気遣ってくれているのね。
I didn't have a high fever or serious symptoms, but I had a slight fever and cough for over a week. I've only recently gotten over it.
まゆりさんはどう？捻挫の方はもういいの
？3日も経たずに治ったさ。保健室の先生も治りが早いって褒めてくれたよ。
まゆりさんの治癒力をスオさんに分けてあげたいわね。
それって 私の方はどうでもいいってこと？
違うわ。なんていうのかしら。イメージの問題かしらね。まゆりさんの風邪はそのままだけど、スオさんの方は風邪でもそう見えないっていうか、肺病にかかった詩人というのかしら。
Excuse me?
サナトリウムの文学少女みたいな？
そう。だから、平気だって言われても、つい心配してしまうのよね。リカさん、そんな風に思っているんだ。
It's awkward hearing them talk about me as though I were not there. As Nika washes herself, she says with flushed cheeks.
でも、もっと仲良くなりたいわね。
スオさんと？
そう。今日だって一緒にお風呂入りたかったわ。病気だって言うからしばらくは何も言えなかったけど。
まあ、でも仲良くって言うけど、普通に考えたらもうだいぶいい方じゃない？
そうかしら。まだ壁を感じるのよね。お風呂もそうだけど、バレエの授業でも一緒に組んだ時も上の空だし、着替えの時とか絶対に肌が見えないように隠れてするし。
それはプライベートなことだしね。
せっかく3年間学院で寝起きを共にするのだし、もっと親密な関係になりたいわ。そう。
私は
Nika's words have me feeling on top of the world, and I avoid Mayuri's words. I may be too embarrassed to change and bathe with them, but I'm glad she wants a closer relationship.
私はこれ以上はいいかな。
どうして？まゆりさんだって最近白羽さんじゃなくてスオさんって名前で呼んでいるじゃない。
オリエンテーリングで本当に心配してくれたのを知っているしね。でもこれ以上は踏み込まない方がいいと思う。
私はもっと仲良くなりたいわ。一緒に寝るとか。
前も言ったけど、ここは女学校だ。あんまり仲良くすると変な噂を流される。立花だってそんなのは嫌だろ？
私は。
She stops washing herself, her cheeks reddening. Mayuri stares at her with a somewhat irritated expression.
面白くないな。
何？聞こえなかったけど。
いや、なんでもないよ。ただ気をつけた方がいいって言ったのさ。
The atmosphere starts to feel a little dangerous, and I intervene. We've been here for way too long, listening in on them anyway. I think I should go clear things up.
気をつけるって、もっと相手のことが知りたい、親密になりたいと考えるのは自然なことだわ。それをおかしく考える人の方が変よ。
Hearing her strong words strengthens my resolve.
そうかもしれない。でもそれは理想論だ。私たちはまだ子供なんだ。大人のように理性的にってわけにはいかない。面白がって嫌な目にあっただろ？
それは。
別に無視しろって言ってるわけじゃない。一線を引いた方がいいって言ってるだけさ。
The foot I was about to step forward with stops at the word line.
あの時と同じだ。
There was also the loss on how to interact with people my own age at my previous school. Shiro Akashio seems to have drawn her line. So it said, and the circle around me began dropping off like tea from a comb.
一つ聞くけれど、まゆりさんはスオさんのことをどう思っているの？アミティエや学友だとかのはぐらかしはなしで。
そうだね。親しい知人ではある。でも友人ではない。
That hurts. I lose my urge to act as a mediator upon hearing those words. My heart quietly sinks instead like the calm, flat sea. It's like, we stopped last time right after thinking, oh yay, we're finally getting closer. We start up the game, it's like, never mind, actually. As I wait in line in the hallway, she smiles her usual smile at me, as sunny as a spring day.
そうね、まゆりさん。
緊張しているみたいだけど、面談といっても経過報告みたいなものらしいから、そう硬くならなくてもいいんじゃないかな。
she's wrong.
そうね。
The reason I look nervous is because I cannot completely hide my tension.
アミティエとして共同生活を始めてから一月が過ぎたから、まずは話を聞いてみましょうってだけよ。解散だとか成績に反映されるわけじゃないし、気楽に行きましょうね。
I'd overheard the truth a few days ago in the bath. Since that night, I haven't been able to figure out my feelings.
アミティエ同士の関係性を問われる面だ。
I've been conversing with them like usual, and no one suspects a thing, but
椅子が引かれた音がした。そろそろ私たちの出番のようだ。
my stomach hurts knowing we're about to be asked how our Métis relationship is going.
次は私たちの番だわ。行きましょう。
Rubbing my stomach, I head towards the door. In the room is Sister Basquiat along with 2 other female teachers I don't know. We start by writing our honest opinions about the academy, our new friends, and the Métis program on a piece of paper. After handing in our answer sheets so as not to be seen by the others, it's time for the oral interview. We answer about 10 questions each, from the sort of questions we'd expect to more personal ones.
それでは皆さんに質問します。何か情熱を注げるものや自分に自信が持てる特技はありますか？
私は紅茶の知識です。入れるのも飲むのも好きで、クラスの皆さんにも振る舞っています。
ええ、花火師さんが主催しているお茶会のお話は聞いていますよ。
Sister Basquiat smiles pleasantly and Mayuri raises her hand a little hesitantly.
私はお菓子作りが趣味です。でも情熱を注いでいるかとなると、そこまではっきりとは言えません。
Two teachers flanking Sister Basquiat take notes on Mayuri's answer.
あ、絵を描くことも好きですが、それも同じくらいで。
わかりました。それでは白羽さん。
I'm called upon next.
好きなことは本を読むことです。文学から実用本、あと映画も好きです。
白羽さんは図書委員をやってくれているものね。
I'm able to answer without any awkward silence and let out a sigh of relief.
なんとか乗り切れそう。
Before the interview, I'd been thinking it would be an inquisition into our relationship as Métis partners. I'm relieved. I can fake my way through superficial things, but I would probably betray myself and ask a deep question.
そうですね。あとは
She whispers something to the other teachers, and they murmur amongst each other. I glance down to check the time and see that there are fewer than 10 minutes left, so I figure we will finish.
それでは最後の質問です。そうですね。
Hi.
では白羽さん。
Good evening, or good morning to you, I think. Time zone wise. I'm good. How about you? It's 3 a.m. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. You haven't slept yet. Oh, you can't sleep. You could relax a little here with some girls who are
アミティエラ
very
2
slowly
人
realizing that they
花火
might
師さん
not
と
be
高
straight.
坂さん。あえて言うのならどちらと仲がいいですか？
Oh, you have to get up for class at 8. Oh, damn. Maybe try to get more sleep then. We would like to get closer with Mayuri, even though I don't think it's true, but it's a natural enough question, I suppose, but
それは
it's a full moon. Ooh. Even though I'd expected such a question, I look into the eyes of the subject of my worries, Mayuri, who's sitting next to me.
そう。白羽さんは高坂さんの方が仲がいいと思っているのね。
私は
You had bad insomnia during full moons. Oh, I'm sorry.
そんなに顔を真っ赤にしなくてもいいわ。
I don't think I've
これは別
I think
に
I've never actually genuinely had any bouts of insomnia ever, so I can't really give you any tips. What I usually do is get one of my favorite ASMR videos if I really can't sleep and like just let that lull me to sleep.
ただアミティエを3人にしたのは今年度が初めてだからとりあえず
You
聞
never
いて
up
みてい
around
るだ
3
けな
a.m.
の
I mean, if I am up at 3 a.m. at like on the weekends when I can afford to stay up that long, but I'm not usually awake when I need to get up for my job or whatever. She says it in her usual slow kind tone of voice, but Mayuri's expression is a mixture of troubled and angry.
やっぱりまゆりさんは。私とは仲がいいって言ってくれないの？最近は前よりずっと親しくなれたと思っていたのに。
You do so much so always in bed late. Understandable. I try to get to bed at around the same time every day, and then I just put on a video, and most of the time I don't even remember like getting a full 2 minutes into it, and then I wake up and it's the next day and I have to get up and I'm like, oh fuck, okay. I don't know if it's normal to not realize how much time has passed, because it's like I remember lying down and then I will be awake and the entire night has gone by. I'm like, You just slept until 2 p.m. To be fair, I only got up at 12 today. But I was streaming until what? 1 in the morning or something. I panic. I don't want Nika, who said she wanted to be closer with me when she wasn't about, to have any hard feelings toward me.
私は別に。
I attempt to justify myself. Besides me, Mayuri's making a complicated expression, like she doesn't quite know how to feel. Well, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. The interview ends and we first use gather in the ballet room. Oh no, I shudder. Is it a ballet test? But the event that's about to take place is far more terrible than I had imagined. That is...
何も全員で身体測定しなくてもいいじゃない。
You prefer to be chill. I'm hungry. I'm super hungry right now. That's basically everything that's been preoccupying my mind the entire day. To my left and right, all I can see are my classmates in their underwear. I'm so embarrassed I don't even know what to do. After having measured our minds, they are measuring our bodies. I'd heard that the academy took students' measurements. They'd also done it at the school I temporarily attended. However...
普通この年で下着姿にする？
I think it's really funny that she's so... Oh my god, I can see them in their underwear, but like... You know, the clothes you wear for the ballet stuff is not really that much more than underwear. I mean, you could at least go to a commune. I cannot go and get something to eat right now anymore. I could stop stream right now and run to the next... No, never mind, it's Sunday. No, I cannot get anything today. Stores are closed on Sundays here in Germany. I know it's always very hard to believe for people who are not from here, but stores are just closed on Sundays. You do not go to get anything. We're not trash. We let people actually have some free time. Although they sometimes measure their class altogether in novels or movies, measurements and health checks in just our underwear is something usually reserved for much younger children. I don't think it is something people our age normally do.
どうしよう。
Everything was closed, yeah. Yeah. You get used to it. Even when I turn to hide my reddening face and body, an unsuspecting butt enters my field of vision. My classmates are chattering away, arms around a friend's waist in underwear with no apparent issues.
やっぱりこの学院の子たちは変わっているわ。
People can choose to work. I mean, sure, yeah. You can go to restaurants on Sundays, blah blah blah. But overall, stores are generally closed. It's the same behavior when changing for ballet or in the baths. One would think they have no sense of shame.
それとも私が考えすぎなのかしら。
That I'm overly aware of the nakedness in spite of the fact that we're all girls makes me feel like I'm some other one who's impure.
スオさん。はい。 かしな声を出してどうしたの？
Just in bright spring green underwear, Rika blinks and looks at me with a slightly startled expression.
なんでもない。そう？まだ私たちの順番ではないけど、そろそろ用意した方がいいわ。
You are matching underwear to class? Wow. I know she's saying this out of kindness, but even so...
見られていると抵抗が。
She probably means nothing by it, but her staring at me with those sincere eyes makes it hard to get undressed. It would take all my determination even under normal circumstances.
リッカさん、できれば。そうじゃん、まだ脱いでないんだ。
Ah yes, time to see every single character in
ナイス
underwear.
バディを見に
I
来た
forgot
の
about this part.
また。
Ichigo is wearing a sports bra with a cute clover design. Ringopi is wearing a camisole, and I feel my whole body get hot.
あら、佐々木さんたちはもう終わったの？まだだよ。でもそろそろ始まるみたいだね。まずは身長からみたい。どれだけ1年ぶりですものね。私ももう少し身長が欲しいから伸びていてほしいわ。女の子は今くらいの時期で成長が止まってしまうそうだし。それじゃ小さいままなの？
Hi, weird.
私としてはイチゴ姉より
Do
は
not mind that they're all wearing underwear right now.
私的にもリンゴには負けたくないな。姉の威厳を見せねば。
I never understood the whole thing about the school taking your measurements, though. The gay girls are in underwear. I don't know. They definitely didn't do those kind of stuff, those kind of things at our school, or the schools I went to. I'm good. I'm hungry, but I'm good. The usual back and forth begins before my eyes, and I usually enjoy watching, but right now.
下着姿でそんな気持ちになれないわ。
Good evening. How you doing? Ichigo uses big gestures when she talks, which makes her bra stretch and contract, and I'm beside myself. I'm almost catching glimpses of things that shouldn't be seen. I watched our conversation with a feeling of agitation.
こっちにいたんだ。
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I gave them some good rest. This has a cool familiar vibe.
もう測定しているのかと思って探してしまったよ。
I realize it's my Yuri. My heart thumps violently in my chest. The most common style of underwear in the class in a sky blue color. It is neither particularly fancy, nor does it show excessive skin, but...
顔が赤くなるのを止められないわ。
Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. If I undress now, they will see the redness all over my body. I'm so feverish that even I can tell.
スオさん、顔が赤いね。もしかしてまた風邪でも？
あ、本当。真っ赤よ。大丈夫？
Don't get any closer, it's gonna get worse if you do.
平気。ただ、その、
My Michi partners are looking at me questioningly as I try to think of an excuse.
私も脱ぐんだと思ったら、その、恥ずかしくなって。
Everyone nods since they know about my behavior at ballet and how I wait until everyone is finished to take a bath.
スオさんは恥ずかしがり屋さんだものね。でも、脱がないわけにはいかないし。
I mean, they could just take the measurements.
そう。ナイスバディが見られないのは困る。
Whatever.
何を言ってるんだか。まあ、確かにうちのクラスじゃスタイルはナンバーワンだけどね。
ナンバーワン。ちょっと、スオさんが困っているでしょ？そんなことを言うと、ますます脱ぎづらくなるじゃない。
Oh my
困
god,
ら
just
せ
get
ない
it
の。
over with. I'm inwardly relieved by Rika's shutdown. However...
でも、本当に恥ずかし
Same
くて、
voice!
脱ぐのに抵抗があるのなら、その、人に手伝ってもらった方が、その、思い切りよく決断できるだろうし。
She says with resolve as she twirls her braids.
リッカさんが脱ぐのを手伝う？
I do not know how that's gonna make you feel better, but okay. The words enter my ears, but I don't comprehend them. I breathe in once, twice, and then at last I understand.
何を
I cut myself short and gaze at Nika, who's looking up at me as she twirls her braids.
でもリカさんは親密になりたいって
In the bath, she had said she wanted to get closer, even if it meant being misunderstood. If that's the case, shouldn't I do the same?
なんだか固まっちゃってるねりっちゃんさんの言葉に困ってるだけのような気がそうねわかりましたそれじゃあ手伝ってもらおうかなえ本当に
ちょっと待て。以前に誤解される真似はよせと言っただろう。
でも
Mayuri is clearly flustered while the Sasagis are watching me with both surprise and great interest.
ごめんなさ
I regret my careless words. With everyone's eyes on me, I unravel the ribbon around my hips and take hold of the hem of my skirt. The uniform is practically a dress. I don't have a choice between removing the blouse or skirt first. My tea partners have the sense to turn to the side, but
い鏡張りだし意味がないわ
so long as your eyes are open, you can see everything from anywhere. I let go of the hem of my skirt.
靴下からか
Don't look at me.
リンゴさんそんなに悲しい目で見ないでほしいそうだよ今のは本心じゃなくて冗談なんだから
Ichigo says and I let out a small sigh. I put the socks I've removed into a drawer and then resolve to stop fooling around and take hold of the hem.
恥ずかしい
You're just making it worse. You're turning this into a striptease. My god. Though I've resigned myself to this, it's still my first time getting undressed in front of people. I'm on the verge of trembling and filled with embarrassment and a strange sense of excitement, and as more time passes, it becomes harder to take it off. I tie my hair up and then whip the uniform off all at once. And we get an extra CG for it.
凝ってるねそうかしら
I wore my favorite underwear so that I didn't embarrass myself in front of the nurses at the body measurement.
大人な下着を持っているのね
ああ、これはなかなかだね。
They speak highly of me and my joy beats my
自
embarrassment.
分で選んでおいてよかった
Underwear is not something I would have my grandfather buy for me, so I've been buying my own for as long as I can remember, and I'm relieved to find out that my taste is not bad. For some reason, all of my classmates are sneaking looks at me, but since I got the seal of approval on my underwear, I think I can just about stand it.
お花をあしらったデザインなのね
It is a
す
very
ごく
pretty
可愛い
design.
わ
うん、ずいぶん大人っぽく感じるね。
そうお花なら私的にもあるんだけど
Yeah, but yours looks more childish.
いや、イチゴのはお花というかクローバーだろ。
そこで対抗意識を持っても親友と妹が反旗を翻したそれは意味合いが違うんじゃ
I chime in without a thought, and Ichigo responds by staring intently at my underwear. No, at the parts of my skin that are sharp.
なんというか神は二物を与えずと言うけれど三物も四物も与える
I
な
need
と思
this
って
scene
さ
to be over. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. She touches my hip and I raise my voice unexpectedly, turning red at my own skin.
胸もすごいと思ったけどまた下すごいよね足が長くて羨ましいよそんなことないわ
Yes, they are. You're the main character.
そんなことあるって足と胸どっちかでも取り替えてほしいよ
Now she's staring at my behind. I think your legs are nicer.
私はイチゴさんの足の方が羨ましいわすごくスラリとしていて綺麗だしそうかな
Hmm.
まんざらでもない顔になりましたよ
お世辞だろ。
Ichigo snorts at the two of them and their strangely coordinated counter.
そう思うのが浅はかさなのさどういうこと以前読んだ本で服装についての褒めるポイントが書いてあったんだ例えば胸が大きく開いた服を着ているのは異性ミニのスカートなんかを履いて足を見せるのは
You
同
weren't
性
paying
へのアピール
attention.
だって
Why
ね
are they all in underwear?
まあ確かに今日の服胸の谷間開いていて可愛いわねとは褒めないな。
でし
They're
ょ
waiting for the
女の子
teachers
同
to
士
take
競
the
うの
measurements.
は足なんだよ。競う相手がいない女の子はパンツルックになるでしょ。そう言われるとキャリアウーマンはパンツルックが多い気がする。
仕事がメインになって同性相手に競おうとかどうでもよくなる現れってことか。でそれはそれとしてイチゴはなぜそんなに自慢げな顔をしているんだ？
まだわからないかな。スオちゃんは胸でなく足を褒めてくれたんだよ。つまり私を認め競う相手として見ているってことじゃない。
つまりクラス一の美人のスオーさんとライバルだって誇っているってこと
Skirts
ね。
are great, yes. Ichigo nods reverently to show that Rika is in fact correct.
ずっと腰を撫で続けるのはやめてほしいんだけど。
I say in a small voice. Things are getting very spicy. I need this to be over though. Like, we're in the last leg of the body measurement ordeal.
すみません、ついたてを用意してもいいですか？
Mayuri asks, raising her hand. The question is obvious, but there is a reason. It would seem a bit late to want a petition now after we've measured our weight, height, weight, and vision all in our underwear. But
気分的な問題よね。
for the final remaining chest measurements, we must take off our bras. Though it is a little late, I fully understand why she wants a petition now. However,
天の恵みを妨げてはなりません。
Yo! Mayuri cannot argue with Sister Dahlia's answer. She puts her hand down and looks around the class, unusually restless.
やっぱり恥ずかしいわよね。
いや、うん。
I watch my
そうだね。
peripheral vision as our classmates get their chests measured.
よかった。羞恥心はあるわよね。
Based on her behavior at the baths and changing for ballet, I thought Mayuri felt no shame, so I feel a new closeness with her now.
そろそろ私たちも用意しておきまし
None
ょ
of
う。
those girls have bummed
順
out. I
番が
mean,
近いわ。
they're like, what, 17? 16? Now Stika thinks of this as medical and therefore normal because she starts to take off her brow without hesitation.
本当に肝が据わっているわね。
Wonder severely lacking here in Japan. I'm more impressed than embarrassed by her decisiveness as I watch her put her hands behind
エ
her
ッ
back.
チな視線ですね。
Shut the fuck up. A voice near my ear whispers and I jump backwards.
驚かせてしまったよ
I
う
need
だ
this
ね。
scene to be over.
リンゴさん、私はそんなつもりじゃ。
なにどうしたの？リッカさんが脱ぐのはエッチな視線で見ていたのでピシリと注意したのです。
I try to say that she's wrong, but
ああ、それ私的にも思った。なんかリッカちゃんを見つめる目がエッチいんだよね。
Ichigo agrees. My cheeks flush as I try to explain myself.
違います。私そんなつもりは。
スオちゃんじゃなくてユリガだよ。
The expression is, as the saying goes, like a deer caught in the headlights, or as though she were punched when she least expected it.
さっきの身長を測る時もそうだけど、ちょいちょいリッカちゃんがよそに気を取られているところでじっと見ているんだよね。気づいてないと思っていたかもしれないけど、しっかり見てるのだよ。
それは見ていたさ。でもそれは同級生の体重とかが気になっただけだよ。
Mm-hmm.
私も乙女だからね。
Mayuri's words make me wonder if that is how most girls really feel, but
そうかな。だったら他の生徒、例えば同じアミティエのスオちゃんも同じくらい見てないとおかしくない？
yeah.
でもじっと見ているのはリッカちゃんだけだったし。
I like maid outfits, like in general. I think they can be really cute, but I don't like the entire association. Akihabara is an interesting place to be.
そうなの？スオちゃんには全然興味なしって感じだったよ。
Akihabara is an area like mostly entertainment stuff. entertainment and manga anime stuff. Yeah, the anime area of Tokyo, exactly. It's just all porn. Yeah, I mean, the anime industry in and of itself goes hand in hand with it. Can't really say anything against that. Yeah, please. You have to close your eyes and you have to try and find the good stuff. Don't tell me One Piece and porn go hand in hand. They do though. I mean, of all things you could have mentioned One Piece. My good dude, One Piece. Oda can only draw, like, he can draw guys of varying shapes and sizes, the ugliest motherfuckers in the world. And pretty woman, pretty woman, pretty woman, pretty woman, or overweight woman that is antagonistic of some kind and either gets changed into another pretty woman by some kind of event happening in One Piece, or, you know, stays big and gigantic and is still an antagonist. There's no... Well, there's also... No, I can't really come up with any antagonistic woman in One Piece right now who are also pretty. Like, I'm sorry, either the... You know, have you seen his one answer? It's been a few years since he did that one answer, but there was this one answer where someone asked him, like, how do you draw the design for like Nami or Robin? And he just drew like 2 circles and did an X between them. So I was like, ah, yes, okay. That yeah. Well, it's the boobs, and then it's no waist, and then it's the hips. Boom, woman in One Piece. I say this as a One Piece fan, but my guy can only draw tiny head, big boobs, no waist, bigger hips. And every single new character, especially in the anime, nowadays the anime looks the same. If you cover the hair and only show me the face, I cannot tell you the difference between Nami. Well, Robin does look a little different because they sometimes at least give her still like her wider nose sometimes. But someone like Pudding looks the exact same as Nami, and then what was her face? Rebecca looks the exact same as Nami. Literally every single woman character in One Piece recently, when they also have brown hair, they all look like Nami. There's no difference there anymore. My shoulder slumped dejectedly at Ichigo's words. Ringo looks at me with knitted brows.
でもそれなら余計にスオちゃんを見ないの
You can't
はおか
argue
しい
that.
クラスで一番のスタイルの持ち主なのになんで興味がないの
それは
It's like I don't mind it, like everyone has their own art style. But it just sucks because we know that he can draw diverse bodies. Like every single guy has like he draws the leg hair on someone like Sanji to show, ah yes, this is a guy who doesn't shave. But every single woman he draws is the same. Bleach, I've never seen Bleach. Never seen Bleach. I've never read Bleach. I cannot fully comment on Bleach. It's a big shonen anime. I do not go reading the big shonen manga or watch the animes expecting I don't know, diversity, good representation, because it's a big shonen anime. That's not really what they're known for. Which is a little sad if you think about it, but on the other hand, well, it's so good. Well, one day, maybe. That silence. Even just glancing at her from the side, it's obvious that her mind is racing for an explanation. Ringo licks her lips.
もしかしてまゆりさんはリッ
Oh, it
カさんの
has?
ことを
Okay. Not bad.
違う。
Her angry shriek cuts through the chat and the previous lively room goes quiet. An awful silence hangs in the air.
どうしたの？大きい声を出して。
ごめん。
You like Bleach? Yeah. There's this new stuff for Bleach coming out, right? Like a new animation of a previously not covered arc? They have good backstories, they look awesome. Ooh. That's cool to hear. Good evening! It started. Maybe one day. I still have to like catch up on reading the entirety of Naruto now that I own the full manga as well, so 1000-Year Blood War. I know nothing. I'm sorry, I know nothing about Bleach, okay? I know that what's his name? Ichigo? I know that the orange-haired main guy's name is Ichigo. And that's it. Wait, and the black-haired one is called what? Rukia? And I know that they do not end up together. That's about all I know about Bleach. They fight for 1,000 years over a B- blood. I'm sorry, what? For real? They fight over blood? Why? Okay. Do they need a specific? Do they need someone to give their blood, donate their blood? It's called a blood walk. I mean, yeah. When you spread misinformation online, you think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? The forced apology does nothing to break the
ま
silence.
ゆりさん。
The remainder of the body measurement time is painfully tense. You've not watched anime in years, I feel it. The last anime I've watched was the first season of Spy Family, and that was with friends in like several weeks. Replace it completely with fans. Oh no. There's been enough shows that would interest me, but I for some reason I cannot sit down to actually watch. I hear a squeak. When I look up, I see short curly hair and big cat-like eyes fixated on me. Yep. Okay. That is one counter towards the cat association. Chainsaw Man. Oh, Chainsaw Man I also have to read still. I have the manga here already, but I
理
haven't
由を
gotten
聞
around
か
yet.
せてもらいたいな。
She had been reading in her usual spot at her usual time, but now she's rolled her wheelchair over to my desk looking fed up.
何がですか？
I'm surprised since Yagaki usually never comes over and talks to me, and I put down the book I've been disinfecting. I've not read Berserk, and I don't think I will. Ever. She narrows her eyes like a cat.
すっとぼけるのはなしにしてくれ。私が聞いているのはあれだよ。
Yeah, Erika is on screen for like 3 text boxes. Cat, 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 cat. She points behind her with her thumb.
本を読みに来るのがおかしいですか？
Oh no, I've never watched. No, I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh running. Like I had Yu-Gi-Oh running in the background.
たまになら構わない。
Yeah, I
今まで
did
だって
that.
顔を出すこともあったからね。
Like when
で
I
も
was
ここ最
drawing,
近
and then
ず
I
っといるじゃない
could
か。
still listen to what's
気がつっ
happening.
てしょうがない。
Yeah, I followed the Yagaki's annoyed pointing. Mayuri is there looking listless as she turns the pages of a book.
で、一体何だって文学少女に転校したんだ？こんな場所で寂しく本読んでるタイプじゃないだろう。
The way she says it makes me want to ask her, and what about you? But instead I look at Mayuri and think back to the exchange at the body measurement 4 days ago. Ever since she shouted at
たまに
Ichigo.
は一人でいたくなるときは誰だってあるんじゃないかしら。
Oh, I haven't actually seen all of Haikyuu. I haven't even finished reading Haikyuu. I'm missing like the last 5 volumes or something. My words trail off as I think of her and how, ever since that incident 4 days prior, her attitude has hardened and she's been growing more and more distant in class. Yagaki snorts scornfully.
高坂はそんなタイプではないと思うけどね。スクールカーストで言うならクイーン B だ。今の自分ならお茶会で取り巻きのサイドキックスに持ち上げられている頃合いだろ。
She's right. Nika's holding her tea party now. Mayuri, who isn't in any clubs, usually pays a visit every day.
それにあいつ一人なのがおかしい。もう一人のアミティエ
Makes
の
sense that spy family
ブレ
is
イン
big
が
right
一緒じゃ
now.
ないっていうのがね。
Nerdy words like brain, school case, the kinds of words Vika might throw about.
彼女は彼女で忙しいのよ。ふん。
I don't know how to deal with Mayuri, who shut herself off like me, but for now we've decided to just let her be. If she's sad, I should comfort her. If she's mad, I should placate her.
理由がわからなければどうしようもないわ。
More chins up, oh yeah. On one hand, I'm glad I don't live in Japan, so I can spend money on stupid collabs where it's just like, it's the same thing as always, but now there's a print of an anime character on it, so it costs like triple the price. On the other hand, it would be easier to get merchandise. At first I thought Mayuri was just grouchy and got mad at Ichigo's teasing, but
何を話しかけても上の空なの
I
よ。
just don't spec. Her rigid attitude makes it hard to talk to her, so it's only natural that people have started avoiding her.
上の空
Do you have Vita packs?
まあ確
I do
か
not.
に本を読んでいるというより時間を潰
I've
している
never
感じだ
sat
な。
down to make one.
でお前は何をして
But I
いるん
could
だ。
probably fill one for Persona 5 stuff at this point.
何をしているって確かあれだ。高坂はお前のアミティエだろ。普通はどうしたのまゆりさん。何か心配事があるのなら私に話してとか言う。それはもうまゆりさんへ言ったわ。んであの低たらくなのか。ふんそれじゃあ本当に
Mikey
スクールカーストの
Mikey
頂点から
from
出
Tokyo
世したのかも
Revengers?
しれないな。だったらいっそプレックスらしくこっちの方面へ引きずり込んだらどうよ。
Into my what? I get her back to normal.
プレックスって文化系の上位の人のことよね。私なんてとんでもない。せいぜいナードがいいところよ。
She flashes a cat-like grin at my words and uses her hands to cross her legs.
話が通じるってのはいいね。でもそれを言うならギークの方が合ってないか。サブカルチャーオタクだろう。
Ooh, that's
私
nice.
もお前もね。確かにそうね。まあお前は人から相談を受けたりしたりするのが得意じゃないっていうのはわかるけど、
There's a bunch of good figures in a crane game.
アミティエ同士の微妙な空
Sometimes
気をパブリックな場所にまで持ち込むのは
You know, good.
感心しないな。さっさと仲直り
It
な
doesn't
んだ
have
り
to
し
be
ろよ。
a big brand to make them and they can still look great. If I could, I would.
だって理由を話してくれないのだもの。ま、適当に様子見て話してみたら。正直うつうつとした図書館でページを送りたくないし。
I mean, Katava Shoujo does sound like something I should definitely stream at some point. It's a game I've been interested in for a long time, but I've never gotten around to it. So, with that new release there,
八重垣さんは優しい。
I wrote it down already for something we could do next year.
は？は？うざいからさっさと
tried it,
決着つけろってだけだし。
Train machine. No, well, IRL. I've tried in various games. The sight of Yaegaki blushing and crossing her arms fills me with a sudden desire to wrap her up in my arms to protect her.
心配をかけているよ。私が何とかしなくちゃ。
I want Mayuri to go back to normal. That much I've decided.
おや、おかえりだ。
In the farthest part of the library, Mayuri, who is taking one of Yaegaki's favorite spots, returns a book to the shelf. She then leaves without so much as glancing at us.
ふん。 確かに心ここにあらずだな。
Yeah, I read the announcement. It's cool that people can modify the game. Dika and I had decided to leave her alone for now, but
あいつの作ったケーキはまずまずだった。まあまあ食べられるくらいには美味しかったって言ったのさ。あいつがお茶会に手作りの菓子を持ってくるならまた行ってやってもいいかもな。
my favorite girl in flowers is Erika. Has been ever since she was introduced. And has stayed there for all the 3 games that I've played so far. Yagaki says that with her back turned, facing the window, I stared to see where Mayuri had been sitting, feeling as though I'm chasing her shadow. Why her? Well, I like her design, I like how she acts, and I like her character arc. I didn't know what to do, she says. During the break after class, the numbers may have decreased, but there's still a ring of people around Mayuri. However...
私の時とは違うけれど、佐々木さん。
I glanced at them as they chat amongst themselves in a different group.
特にいちごさんとは目も合わせていないわ。さすがにこんなに続くようだと話をしなくちゃだわね。
I wouldn't know. Which one of them is the most similar to you? That's a hard question.
でも様子を見ようって。
I mean, technically I like to read a lot. I'm not as big into movies as Suo is, though.
数日なら共同生活
And
だ
I'd
し、
like to argue I'm not as
そういう
socially
こともあるだろう
awkward
って
as her.
放っておこうと思ったけど、こう何日も引きずるなら
But on the other hand, I do
話を
not
聞
want
か
to
ない
say
わけ
that
には
my
いかない
favorite
わ。
character is also the one I think I'm most similar to.
委員長だから？それともアミティエだから？
She looks at me with surprise but quickly smiles.
友達だからよ。
She says this frankly as though it were completely obvious. For some reason I feel as though I have let a strange feeling like anxiety loose from my hands.
ちょっと行ってくるわね。
I watch Dika head toward the group where the Sasakis are talking, and I sigh deeply yet quietly so that no one notices. Then, having a strong urge to read a book, I'm rummaging around in my bag when... Ooh! There's a white envelope inside. I don't recall putting a letter in my bag. I turn the envelope over and over with suspicion.
宛名もないし、中を確認した方がいいよね。
I can't do anything if I don't look inside. I open the envelope to look. Wow, a letter in an envelope? Who would have fucking guessed? I'm relieved that there are no razors or anything inside, although I'm a little reluctant in case it's not actually for me. I glance over the letter. Beautiful letters written neatly on proper writing paper. There was no name on the envelope, but my name is clearly written on the stationery. It's a letter for me. However, the sender's name is not written. Concise letter, only 1 page. It says,
私と友達になりたい。
I've admired you from afar and I want to be your friend. If you would like to meet me, come to the auditorium after class.
これは
This brings back a hateful memory from the past. When I got to my previous school for a short time, I received a very similar letter. Except the one didn't say I want to be your friend, but rather I want to go out with you.
どうしよう。
How should I turn this down? I ponder, remembering how the boys laughed as they appeared. They called me pathetic for going to the meeting place and laughed at me derisively.
この手紙は
Sorry,
本
what?
当のことな
I
の
think
か
I
しら。
read that wrong. Right, no, I read it right, never mind. They might really want to be friends. The image of those boys jeering at me will never disappear, but...
本当に友達になりたいと思ってくれているのかも。
My previous school was co-ed, and the ones who tricked me were boys. Some girls were watching from afar, but they didn't do or say anything terrible.
男子はもういないのだものね。
I'm better at talking to people than before, I think. There must be someone out there who would want to talk to me.
放課後行動へ。
With a faint hope glimmering in my heart, I carefully memorized the time written in the letter. The time written in the letter after class. Specific time. After class in the empty auditorium, I await the send of the letter. It's my first time alone in the auditorium, and something about the silence of the chapel feels ominous. It somehow feels like the solemn mood is ringing a warning bell. I go all the way to the seat where the nuns give their sermons and find a letter left on the podium, which is similar to the one left in my bag. When I open the envelope, it contains the same stationery. I look over it.
やっぱり
The letter says, "I can see you, come find me." Before I look around, I say to myself that it is as I thought, that I'm being set up.
初めにもらった手紙は紳士だったけれど
Oh, I have no idea if lewd text is okay. I have no idea. It occurs to me that this letter could be a cruel
帰
joke.
った方がいいかしら
No, it's okay. Let's wait. Visions from the past of all those boys laughing at me flash before my eyes, but
この手紙も仲良くしてくれようと砕けているのかもしれない
people have their own ways of bridging the gap. I convince myself that perhaps the writer of the letter is just a very informal person.
とは言っても
I put a hand to my chest, which has been filled with anxiety before I even opened this letter. My cowardly heart is beating
と
fast.
りあえず探してみよう
I look around me for any sign of the writer, trying to find them as they instructed in the letter. There are many places to hide between the long wooden pews and ivory-colored columns. I not only search the front door, but the left and right ones as well. I hear a small thump and look in the direction it came from, a column in the back. After staring away for a long time, I finally let out a sigh, wondering if it was just my imagination.
いやー見つかっちゃったかせっかく脅かす予定だったのに
From behind the column appears a smiling, no, grinning face coming my way.
佐々木さんこんなに早く見つかるとは思わなかったよ
School graduation day. Why were you in a church on school graduation day?
いやだから自爆ですよ
The two of them are laughing as they talk.
佐々木さんたちがいたずらを仕掛けていたの
I'd never imagined that the Sasakis, who I thought I was particularly close with out of my classmates, would pull a prank on me like the love letter from my childhood. My mouth is dry and my brain seems to freeze.
でもびっくりしたカバンに手紙なんて
I don't
ラブ
think
レ
they
ター
meant
かと思ったでしょ
anything bad by it, though. I
ワ
think
ク
in
ワ
their
クし
case
ちゃ
it
っ
was
た
genuinely something they thought was fun. The two of them are smiling wickedly at me and I laugh along with them.
そうね少し
It was a church
期待しちゃ
session
ったか
before
も
Abby, but oh, okay, interesting.
本当にここって女子校だよスーちゃんこれは胸を見ていて照れたまゆりさんと同じ病のようですね
I know it's a joke, but
やっぱり女子校ってそういう人が集まってくるのかな恋だとかわからないけど同じ女の人に気持ちが向くのってさらにわからないよねどうか
we talk nonchalantly about Mayuri, who's still dogged by the incident from that day. I feel heat rising from my stomach at these two, who are talking as though it's already a thing of the past.
でどう手紙のことだけどいちごさんたちも一緒だったんですね何が私をからかって笑っていたあの男の子たちとそうちゃん
Her lazy tone of voice, Ringo, who I usually think is cute, peers at me as I look down.
ごめんなさい
Driven by rage and an inability to bear being there any longer, I run from the place like a frightened rabbit. They didn't mean it in a bad way, but that doesn't mean it can't hurt. The sound of my own panting rings loudly in my ears. You thought it was a love letter, didn't you? I can see Ichigo's laughing face as she asks the question superimposed on those boys' faces. You get excited? And Ringo's too.
なんでどうしてなの
As I run, I ask myself the same question as I had back then.
私はどうして受け入れてもらえないのだろう
The silhouette of my stepmother.
私はどうして愛されないのだろう
I realize that I'm deep within the forest. I lean against a large tree and get my ragged breath under control. The tree's scent and the warmth of its trunks calm me slightly. The warmth on my back reminds me of my grandfather. He would gently rub my back whenever I got anxious. There are good things in life too. That's what he would say.
でも私の人生にはない
Thank you for the hydrate time. posture check. And the pat. Couldn't bring myself to say these words in front of my grandfather, but when I was alone, I would.
これからどうしたらいいのだろう。
It's Sasaki's and Mayuri who's becoming more and more isolated. I take a deep breath to calm down and gaze at the setting sun as it pours through the trees and paints them red. Then I close my eyes. At first, the voice does not reach me in my
図書
daydreaming.
室でお食事してはいけませんよ。
The reproachful voice at last brings me back. I realize the voice is directed at me as I stare blankly at a book with a half-eaten roll left on my desk.
ダリア先生。
I cock my head in confusion at Sister Basquiat, who now seems somewhat pleased. She smiles charmingly.
初めて名前で呼んでくれましたね。
It was probably because I've been spacing out. I've crossed the line and called the teacher by her first name.
すみません。
いいんですよ。白羽さんと打ち解けられたということですからね。私もスオンさんとお呼びしようかしら。
Sister Basquiat puts her hand to her cheek bashfully and I respond with a vague smile.
いつもは苦手なはずなのに。
あ、そうです。図書室内での飲食は禁止なのですよ。図書委員なのですから率先して守ってもらわないと。
なぜだろう。いつもの苦手意識が出てこないわ。
Sister Basquiat puffs her cheeks out intentionally and I feel my facial muscles relax into a smile. Seeing this, she smiles too.
よかった。元気がないようでしたから心配していたの。お昼の食事の際も早く切り上げたし、お腹が痛いのかしら？
Like organizing an entire dub project for something that is this long? Ooh. Having no appetite, I've only nibbled on a single bread roll I brought with me.
体調が悪いわけではない。
Don't talk about food!
少し
I'm hungry as well!
なんでしょう。
悩みがありまして。
The letter sent as a prank, and Mayuri is still depressed.
そう。聖書の時間も質問に仕えていたものね。
すみません。
いいのよ。聖書の時間は自分自身と神に向き合うためのものよ。悩み答えられなかったとしても、それは一つの答えなの。
It's a religious way of thinking, I think, but
ありがとうございます。
I guess it is Sister Basquiat's way of looking out for me.
そうだ。ねえ、スオさん。放課後、付き合っていただけないかしら。
She asks me after calling me Miss Sue. Putting you on a spot, have you read in the Bible? I have. I also still have copy of the Bible somewhere at home with like it's a completely white book and the pages rim of the pages is gold. It's a very pretty edition of the Bible, but after class I'm walking next to Sister Basquiat down a small path in the woods. She steps lightly as we follow along a path which is different from the one I took for orienteering. Unable to take it anymore, I speak up. German one.
どこへ向かっているんですか？
German one I got when I was what, 10 or something?
ようやく聞いてくれたわね。今から向かう場所は初夏に行うハイキングの下見なの。いくつか候補があって。
Indian music is a bit loud compared to you. Really? I already turned the music down a lot of times. Because you can barely hear the voice acting.
どれにするかは例年2回への会の生徒が決めるのだけど、候補を絞るのを手伝おうと思って。
When the violins are playing as loud as you. Oh. I guess I'll have to speak up more. It looks like we have many opportunities to interact with nature at the academy. I know that Sister Basquiat, she continues.
たまには運動しないとね。スオさんも気をつけないと。 お肉がついてしまうわよ。
そうなんですか？
そうよ。10代の頃は気をつけなくても平気だけど、20代も中頃を過ぎるとね、
Wait,
注
not.
意をしなくてはならない
Weight gain is not inherently bad.
神経質なくらいでちょうどいいのよ。
Although we've often talked about school-related things, we've never really discussed personal topics before. It's a strange feeling. I wonder...
バスキア教諭っていくつなんだろう？
somewhere in her 30s or something, I think. She of course looks mature, but when she talks this way, I feel as if she's around the same age as me.
あ、でもスオさんはもう少し食べた方がいいかも。今なら食べた分は背の方に回るし、成長期だものね。
その私食べた分は胸にばかりついて。
そうなの。
And those words which I just blurted out, Sister Basquiat looks over my chest and hips, though not in a vulgar way.
そういえばいちごさんに自慢だって言われたばかりだっ
Remembering how I was told that even if I don't like something that makes me stand out, it could sound like sarcasm to others, and I sneak a peek at Sister Basquiat.
け。何をなさっているんですか？
いいえ、そういえば私はいつ頃から成長が始まったのかしらと思って。
I see her run her hands over her habit, touching her full chest and hips, and my face goes red.
だいたい10代が過ぎれば落ち着くと聞いていたのだけど、胸も腰回りまでなかなか成長が止まってくれないの。
Unsure of how to respond, all I can do is force a smile, but I've suddenly realized something.
私が苦手意識を持っていたのは。
Sister Basquiat's dreamy nature and her voluptuous body that emphasizes her womanhood. They remind me of my late mother, and like an association game, the shrill voice of my stepmother follows.
どうしました？気分が悪くなってしまったの？
いえ、大丈夫です。
そう。気分転換になればと思っていたのだけど。
Even though I'd figured that asking me out here was just a pretext, it still makes me happy to hear. I chase away thoughts of my stepmother and force a smile.
お話では旅に出れば気分転換になると書いてあったのだけど。
ヒッピーみたいにですか？
Like a hippie! I asked, thinking of how Sister Basquiat often comes to borrow books. She smiles wryly and says yes. The hippie motto pops to mind.
でも愛と平和はないですけどね。
え？
いえ、独り言です。行きましょう。
Nope, we do not know her age, but we do know her birthday. Apparently, Sister Basquiat's birthday is the 2nd of September. I'm always such a pessimist, forcing myself to go along with Sister Basquiat's goodwill, even if I have to fake it. I stride towards our destination in an attempt to inspire myself. While I'm trying to lift my mood and force myself to find something to enjoy, I narrow my eyes against the gorgeous sunshine pouring through the shadows of the trees and listen to the distant sound of a babbling brook. We've easily gone twice the distance we did in orienteering, but the fun stop among Sister Basquiat's candidate spots is a field of flowers stretching as far as the eye can see, and the sight is so spectacular that the moment I see it, I feel my fatigue disappear. What do you think? Is this an appropriate hiking spot? Sister Basquiat asked, but she said the hiking is set for July. Wouldn't the best time to see the flowers already be over? I ask, and Sister Basquiat is at first surprised, then looks dejected. I'm encouraged by her cute gesture, which makes her seem young, as well as the field of flowers, and I hit the road in high spirits. If only it had ended there.
道に迷った方がまだ良かったわ。
I recall Mayuri soaking wet in the woods. It may be imprudent for me, who went to go save her, to say it would be better to be lost, but...
スオ様どう？気持ちいいわよ。
Hearing her carefree voice, I let out a deep sigh.
困っているというなら、こっちの方が上だわ。
Oh ho! I don't think you should be looking at a woman of God like that. I steal a glance at Sister Basquiat bathing under the shade of a tree and gasp. Although she's entered the water fully clothed, her wet habit clinging to her body leaves little to the imagination. Her plump yet youthful and elegant bare feet, her attractive bottom is as ample as those in the medieval paintings decorating the academy, and even though I'm a woman, my heart starts to race. The contours of her conspicuous chest clearly outlined even through her clinging clothes. The green of the trees reflected on the surface of the water, woven together with Sister Basquiat, makes for a breathtaking tapestry. Although I know I shouldn't stare, I'm unable to take my eyes away.
スオさん、あ、はい、さっぱりするわよ。ご一緒
Oh,
に
I
いか
didn't do
が？
anything special for Halloween. We made pizza. I made pizza with my neighbors, and we just had a nice evening sitting together eating. But we didn't do anything special. Won't you join me? She
佐
asked.
々木さんたちならきっと喜んで付き合ったろうけど。
I wanted to dress up for Halloween, but it didn't work out because I had to work as well during the day, so I was really tired. I freeze at the sudden reminder of the now awkward relationship with my classmates. Now I feel bad.
大丈夫です。私はあまり汗をかきませんでしたので。
I answer in a hurry.
そう。あ、やっぱり少し太ってしまったからかしら。ローブだと体の線が出ないから甘えてしまうのよね。
Perhaps she's concerned about her hips as she's innocently rubbing the area around them, seeing as I start to sweat.
ただでさえ汗をかいているのに。
What I just said to Sister Basquiat was a bold-faced lie. Though it is spring, today is very hot. We were walking for a long time and my undergarments are drenched with sweat.
バスケや共有でなければ入っていたのに。
Her cherry pink lips and the captivating movement of my hands over her soft-looking belly fascinate me. Yay. A pleasant silence falls between us, broken only by the gentle sound of our breathing and the occasional splash of a drop of water.
ねえ、スオさん。
Hi.
何でしょうか。
スオさんの生まれはどこ？
Hmm? The question is sudden and I end up talking openly about my hometown. You'll be heading out again. Okay, thank you for coming by. Have a great evening. I also tell her about how I lived alone with my
そ
grandfather.
う。私はね、故郷はこの学院なの。今は女性しかいない学院だけど、昔は進学を教えてくださる神父様がいて、その神父様の娘が私なの。私はこの学院で育ち、卒業した。
生まれてからずっとこの学院。
I cannot really imagine the life Sister Basquiat is talking about.
スオさん、私は今日あなたの国会を聞かせてもらおうと思っていたの。森の清浄な空気を吸って体を動かせば悩みも吐露しやすいだろうって。
Mm-hmm.
でもダメね。私はこの学院の常識しか知らない。だからあなたが抱えている悩みも想像できない。そんなことでは話してくれるわけもないのに。
She stops swirling her hands in the water and casts her eyes downward to the surface.
修道女としてならいくらでも言葉は出るけれど、私個人としては何を言ったらいいか。それではあなたの悩みは解決しないでしょうね。
I mean, it's very sweet that she's offering, though. My troubles are not lofty religious ones. Mine are more earthly and mundane. But my silent Sister Basquiat stares at the surface of the water.
先生は何を言ったらいいかわからないと言いましたけど、私のことで深く考えてくれていて、
Yeah.
そのことだけで嬉しいです。
スオさん。
Before her brow smooths back to her usual amiable smile, she then claps her hands together.
そうだわ。子供の頃、一度だけクラスの輪に溶け込めないことで父に相談したことがあるの。そうしたら父はこう言ったわ。他人の靴に足を入れてみたらいいって。
靴を。
英語でのことわざのようなものね。意味は相手と自分の立場を入れ替えて考えてみるということをそう表現するそうなの。自分の人生と相手の人生が入れ替わったとしたらどう感じるか。
私もそうだ。
私の時とは悩みが違うかもしれないけど、あなたの力になれたかしら。
I've only been thinking about it as something that was done to me. I've had this done to me before, so I thought this time was the same. But I haven't thought about why the Sasagis would have written that letter.
まゆりさん、
If I think of her troubles from her perspective, perhaps I can find a solution.
ごめんなさい。見当違いの話だったわよね。
違うんです。すごくためになって。
本当？
Her voice sounds like an unsure schoolgirl and I
あ
smile.
りがとうございます、ダリア先生。
Filled with gratitude, I called Sister Dahlia by her first name. I'm upset that they write her name differently though. Like in her own textbooks, it's Dahlia with an H.
どうしたんだい？乙女がしてはダ
For
メな
some
顔をし
reason,
てい
when
る
they
ぞ。
actually talk about her, it's not. She asks if she skillfully whips the fresh cream. I instinctively touch my face and let out a lone cough.
いえ、初めのクッキーを作る時の手際と比べたら随分と上手になっているので。男子3日会わざれば刮目してみよと言うじゃないか。まあ僕は正真正銘乙女だがね。
She runs her hand through her bangs in an androgynous way that has me hooked. For a moment, I'm so smitten that I forget that she's a little strange. She shakes her ponytail.
さあ、早くプレゼントのケーキを焼いてしまおうじゃないか。
Wearing an apron, the president of the Council of Nicaea puts a hand on her hips and smiles.
はい、八代先輩。
I answer. The reason I'm baking a cake together with Yasuhiro Yatsushiro.
プレゼント？それならケーキを送るのはどうかしら。
After receiving the advice, I thought that I should at any rate take a step in the right direction. I thought about what I should do to get Mayuri back to normal. When I tried to think about what would make me happy, I figured that a present would do the trick. Practically speaking, any girl would be happy to receive a present, or so I think. However, if you give a present on a day that is not a special occasion, it might just embarrass her. I'm rethinking things when I run into Rika in the hallway, who's in a particularly good mood for some reason, and so I ask her what kind of present she would want. Rika, whose spirits are even higher now, insists that a cake would be best.
ケーキ、食べ物？ええ、そう。プレゼントといっても両住まいだからアクセサリーとかは無理でしょ。遠く離れた町に買いに行くわけにもいかないし、それになんていうのかしら。手作りって気持ちがこもってそうじゃない？
She's a point, I think, and if it's a cake...
お茶会の時に出せるし。サプライズでプレゼントも素敵だけど、やっぱり本人に聞いた方がいいわよね。私はケーキならチョコケーキがいいかな。あ、催促しているんじゃなくてね。
Rika waves her hands in front of her face, and I thank her for talking this over with me.
ケーキを作ることになったけれど。
I have a feeling that Rika thinks you're going to make a cake for her now.
どうした？そんな目で見ないでほしいな。もうつまみ食いはしないよ。そんなつもりじゃ。
I giggle, remembering how she kept tasting the cookies we had made as a warm-up to making the cake.
手伝っていただいているんですから、八代先輩の分はきちんと用意してありますよ。それは分かっているが、作っている最中につまみ食いするのはまた別物だよ。なんというか、一味足らないのがまたいいというか。
Yatsushiro talks delightedly of the pleasure of tasting her creations as she continues whipping her fresh cream. Although through a bit of a span in the works, Yatsushiro happened to be at the cookie club when I came to ask to borrow the equipment and gave her consent. It's thanks to her that I can use his room. A little mischief on her part doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I'm grateful for it.
しかし、友人への感謝の気持ちにケーキを焼くか。実に女の子らしい発想だね。これをもらえる友人が羨ましいよ。八代先輩ほど人気があるのなら、クッキーやケーキはよくいただくのではないのですか？いや、なぜか甘いものが苦手だと思われていてね。普通の料理などは調理実習の際にプレゼントされるのだが、甘いものは とんと送られることがないね。
That is sad, actually.
コミカド先輩からとかは。
ああ、ないない。ああ見えてあいつは不器用なのさ。料理なんてしたら指がなくなってしまう。
She says, making a gesture as though slicing through her finger and throwing it away.
意外だわ。
Yatsushiro is skilled at nearly everything but is bad at cooking, and Kumikado, who appears to be perfect but really is clumsy. Knowing this about them makes me feel a little closer to them.
逆に料理上手な君が羨ましいよ。ずいぶん手慣れているようだけど、家ではよく手伝っていたのかい？
祖父と2人暮らしだったので、家事は大体私が。祖父も私もあまり甘いものが得意ではないので、お菓子作りの経験はそんなにないのですけど。
そうなのか。経験がないのに、さっきのクッキー作りなぞずいぶん手際が良かったがね。
あれはホットケーキミックスを使ったお手軽なものなので。
She hums as she looks over the wrapped cookies.
八代先
ん？そんなに怯えなくていい。さすがにあれだけ食べればクッキーはいいさ。しかしなんだな。こんなに料理が上手なら僕の専属コーチになってほしいものだ。
輩。専属コーチって。
Everyone in the cooking club is staring at us, probably because we're having such a friendly conversation. I don't want any more resentment to build up against me.
いえ、その委員会に入っているもので、そちらで忙しくて。
そうか。教えてもらうだけでは悪いから、こちらも教えられるものを提示してウィンウィンにしたいと思っていたのだけどね。
教えてもらいたい。
Friendly conversation, just kill already! That's a good type of weird. That's a good typo. These two are not in any way romantically involved, by the way. Not ever.
何かあるかい？
But I like the friendship. The thing I want Yatsushiro to teach me comes to mind immediately. The thing we're learning at the academy that is most difficult for me.
バレエ。
ん？バレエか。自慢ではないが、僕は少しばかりバレエにはうるさいぞ。
I can see it. The image of tall, slim Yatsushiro in a leotard is perfectly fitting. Her looks are so perfectly suited to it that it would be a cruel joke if she were no good at it.
羨ましいです。
All the girls are gay. Oh no, no, no! I mean, pretty much all of the girls we meet that are actually important, that are main characters. Because it's not every time that Sue is like the main focus of the series. You are correct in assuming they're all gay, but just not necessarily all with each other. Mm-hmm.
意外だな。スオ君はスポーツ関連は得意そうな風に見えるのにね。
陸上だとか走るだけ、
It's also like
飛ぶだけなら得意なんですけど、いろいろ。
we have it in the depths of the visual novel category thingy on the Discord server, actually a meme that is like, you know, a thick book and a thin book, and it's just like the thick book is flowers if there was polyamory, and it's just a thick book, and then flowers flowers without polyamory, and then flowers with polyamory is just a thin book. Which makes sense, yeah. If there was polyamory in the series, it would not be like half as long.
ああ、なんとなくわかるな。
You're gonna see
僕
what
は
I
初め
mean.
サッカーのオフサイドとかはちんぷんかんぷんだったよ。まあ弟の影響でよく見るようになってからは理解できたけどね。
She looks at the foamy whipped cream and asks if it's ready. I nod, take the bowl from her, and transfer it into a pot, which I then set on the stove.
割と手間がかかるね。
普通のショートケーキならこの作業はやらなくてもいいんですけどね。
I set the heat to medium and keep an eye on the pot. When the cream begins bubbling, I turn off the heat and then I mix in shaved chocolate with granulated sugar and stir until they dissolve.
いい匂いだ。暑いですからつまみ食いしてはダメですよ。
さすがにこれに指を突っ込む度胸はないさ。
A warm smile flows to Yatsushiro's face. I really do want to see her dance ballet.
八代先輩はバレエが得意とおっしゃっていましたけど、将来バレエのダンサーを目指したりとかはしないのですか？
バレリーナを目指してるってことかい？いや、自分には無理だよ。才能がない。
If she's talking talent, then the skill she has in attracting attention with every single movement of hers oozing dignity, that alone seems like talent enough. They say all entertainment is competition. Yatsushiro's silver brows knit together and she scratches the crease between them.
小説や映画好きのスオ君に分かりやすく言うなら、ブラックスワンのようになりたくない。
My eyes widen at the name of one of my favorite movies.
いや、なりたくてもなれないか。僕はね、もともとが執着の薄い人間なんだ。だから一つのことにあれだけ執着し、極められるということに憧れる。
Yeah, it's a bunch of work.
億劫だなとも思う。どれがスオ君が仲良くなるためにプレゼントをと言っていたが、僕にはこれも大したものだと思うよ。なかなか手間をかけてまで相手を喜ばせようとはできないからね。
Once the chocolate has been mixed in completely, I remove the pot and place it on a damp rag. As I watch the mixture cool down,
本当は仲良くなるためにプレゼントを贈りたいのではなく、以前と同じ彼女に戻ってもらうために。
分かっているよ。佐々木くんたちとだろ。最近様子がおかしかったからね。
I don't know how to tell her that the cake is for Mayuri, not the Sasaki's. She sticks her finger into the steaming pot like it's the most natural thing in the world, then licks the chocolate off it.
動機がどうあれ、手間を惜しまないというのは変わらない。きっと君の願いは叶うさ。
そうでしょうか。
I don't think the awkward relationships that me and Mayuri or me and the Sasaki's have will return to normal so easily. My giving a present will probably be seen as overly simplistic.
初めに会った時から比べると、君は変わってきているよ。
Give an idea time.
ですか？
ああ、以前よりもなんというか、柔らかくなったというか、バイタリティが増したというか。それに変わっていっているのは君だけじゃない。佐々木くん。
佐々木さんたちも。
以前は明るく社交的に見えても、最後の最後では自分たち二人の意志が同じであればそれでいいという感情が透けて見えた。だが今は他者の考え方、受け取り方を学ぼうとしている。例えばスオ君を知ろうと努力したりね。
When I hear this, I realize only too late that before, when I tried talking about movies and books, the conversation was clumsy. But recently, the both of them understand and make real conversation.
私のために努力してくれて。
They do want to get closer to you.
まあその変化がクリスマスキャロルのようないい変化ならいいがね。
Yatsushiro smiles as she references the miserly main character Scrooge, who changes into a good person after a Christmas miracle. I think of how wonderful it would be if I could bring my happiness to those around me by changing myself, like the movie Yatsushiro referenced. Well, you're not as bad as Scrooge was, though. Something is strange. Mayuri, though gloomy, has joined a tea party. We agreed to give her a cake. That much is fine. But... oh, that is a nice cake.
本当に嬉しいわ。スオさんがケーキを焼いてきてくれるだなんて。
See? See, what did I say? She's gonna assume she's getting the cake because you asked her, like, oh, what do you think I should give a friend? Ika places the cake I brought for Mayuri on a table in the gazebo. There are two cakes, a strawberry shortcake and a chocolate cake I'd made, along with some colorful sweets arranged on the table. Ika is personally pouring the tea for the classmates who've joined.
佐々木さん。Mayuriさん。八重垣さんも。
No matter how many times she was invited, Yaigaki has never come to the tea party, yet she's parked at the foot of the table and talking with Ika, who smiles while pouring her tea. When the conversation ends, Yaigaki looks at me, teacup in hand, and begins rolling her wheelchair my way.
今日は私のために集まってくれてありがとう。 とっても嬉
Is
し
it
い
her
わ。
birthday? I don't know. Did we
まさか
forget
ク
her
ラス全員
birthday?
が来てくれると
Did
は
we
思わなか
accidentally
った
make
から
a cake for her birthday? She glances towards Yagaki who has reached my side with a little half smile. This is...
自分で発案したのだから少し恥ずかしいけど、これからもクラス一人一人のお誕生日があった日はこうして開いていこうと思います。
It is! It is her birthday! Ooh, oh, oh.
それでは私、花火師立花のお誕生日会を始めようと思います。
誕生日ってだよな。この年でお誕生会ってな。
As I take a side glance at Yagaki sipping her tea and smiling, I realize at last why today feels strange.
今日のはただのお茶会じゃなくてお誕生日会だったの？
Looking around at my laughing classmates, I understand belatedly that they're here to celebrate the birthday of Rika and Abishi.
もしかして
When I ran into Rika in the hallway and she said a present, how about a cake so happily?
自分がもらえると勘違いしたから。
She said that while a surprise is nice, it's better to ask the person herself, and when she said she would like chocolate cake, it was because she thought we were talking about her present.
私なんてことを。
You can't, you just, you know what, you just have to make another cake for Mayuri. I realize I've given Rika false joy and I break out in a strange sweat.
ありがとう。
Seeing Rika so happy, I can't exactly tell her that it's not for her.
どうした？世界の終わりみたいな顔をしてるぞ。
私にとってはそうかも。
はあ？
いえ、なんでもないの。八重垣さんは立花さんに呼ばれて。
だと思うだろ。だけどそうじゃないんだな。さすがに自分のお誕生日会を
Don't
開
you
くから
usually throw
祝いに
birthday
来いとは
parties
言い
for
にくかったみ
yourself
たい
though?
だ。
Don't you usually invite people and are like, hey, I want to celebrate my birthday, would you like to come? Isn't that what you normally do?
お前のとこのもう一人のアミティエ、高坂が部屋まで誘いに来たのさ。
Mayuri did that. I scanned the group for her figure. She's where she was at the start of the party, drinking tea by herself.
まゆりさん、
Ever since the day of the body measurement, she's been keeping her distance from people.
やっぱりまゆりさんはまゆりさんだわ。
She doesn't seem to want to interact with anyone, and yet she's still so thoughtful. Her personality is full of contradictions, but that is Mayuri.
私だって何度助けられたか。
なんだかまた面倒事があったみたいだな。
Always.
ま、手伝わないけど応援はしてやるよ。今の私は小林一茶の気分だ。
And look at Yagaki, who's just said such a strange thing as she holds a teacup. She narrows her cat-like eyes mischievously.
お前は痩せカエルと同じ程度だってこと。
She says.
そうね、そうだわ。
I giggle. This weird way of encouraging me is just like her. Once the friendly chat in the room has died down, someone passes Rika a small knife to cut the cake.
頑張ってくるね。
Now what? A scent of sweat, the sound of water. I steady my fingers, which are nearly shaky from nerves, and ask myself, how has this come to be? Ooh! Well, looks to me like they definitely made up. She has completely entrusted her body to me. Perhaps it's due to the bath's humidity that she's sweating lightly, and her sweet, uniquely feminine scent tickles my nostrils. I probably shouldn't look, but her thighs pressed closely together and her knees flushed slightly pink look sensational.
痛くはないかしら。
Extinguishing the desire rising in me, I wash her hair gingerly as though dealing with a temperamental cat. I lather her hair carefully so as not to scratch her scalp or drop bubbles on her face. It's fine, she says, shaking her head slightly. I shift my gaze as her chest protruding from the towel wrapped around her enters my vision.
なんで私は彼女と一緒のお風呂に。
I had been too embarrassed to bathe with anyone up until now, but since she knows about
ま
that,
ゆりさん、
I suppose it's because I thought that if it was with Mayuri Kosaka, I wouldn't particularly mind. Will you give us some information on how this came to be? 2 hours and 28 minutes ago. Aha! I was told you could have just kept your mouth shut by the person involved, Rika, and from the Sasakis who were watching the course of events. Mayuri knitting her brows, only Yayaki maintained her usual expression. Everyone in class looks on as Rika and I face each other, having ruined the mood of the party. Oh no. Oh, what did we do? However, you're brave. Rika smiles and we are able to return to the celebratory atmosphere from before.
スオさんは元気のないまゆりさんへケーキをプレゼントしようとしていたの
Just shut your
ね。
fucking mouth. You
それを
could have
私が勘違いして
just
しま
not
って。
mentioned that the cake was not supposed to be for her. You could have just gone with the flow and be like, okay, yeah, here's my present, it's a cake, and made another one for Mayuri later. That's what I would have done, I think.
少し残念だけど、私は友人を元気づけるために行動できる、
Like
スオさんのような人がハミティエで
during
嬉しいわ。
her birthday party.
リカさん私もいつものまゆりさんに戻ってもらうにはどうしたらいいか考えていたの。だからこれは嬉しい誤算な。はい、スオさんからのプレゼントよ、まゆりさん。
ああ、
Mayuri looks at the cake with a somewhat troubled and annoyed yet also happy expression.
ありがとう。
I mean, they're all gonna eat it together anyway. But it seems happiness wins out. She turns to me and smiles just like a warm spring day.
勇気を出してよかった。
私のために焼いてくれたんだね。手間もかかったろうに。
そんなことないわ。八代先輩も手伝ってくれたし。
Yatsushiro senpai. She looks at me dubiously, then breaks into a smile.
スオさんは欲がないな。そこは私一人で作ったんですって言ってもよかったのに。
Our classmates around us start to laugh, and soon Nika and I are laughing too.
プレゼントは嬉しいけど、さすがにホールを丸々一つは食べられないしね。これはみんなで食べようと思うんだけど、いいかな。
Her voice rises coquettishly, and I nod vigorously. Mayuri takes a knife and makes the first cut, then dives it up for everyone. Seeing Mayuri return to her place at the heart of the class, I can feel the leaden feeling that weighed down my heart melt away. Familiar scene of laughing, joking classmates lets me know I made the right decision.
スオちゃん。
I turn to the voice calling from behind me and see the usually detached Ringo furrowing her brows restlessly. And Ichigo, who is usually so bubbly it verges on annoying, hiding behind her sister as she stares at me.
佐々木さん。リンゴって呼んでくれないんだね。
Her voice trembles with sorrow. I think back on a letter addressed to me and how I'd been laughed at in the past.
私はね。
This is unlike Ringo, who's always so relaxed, and Ichigo looks like a child who's about to be scolded. The letter these girls sent me was so similar to the boys who tricked me, but... A laugh escapes my lips.
スオちゃん。いえ。なんで佐々木さんたちとあの男の子たちを一緒にしていたのだろうって思って。いちごさんやりんごさんはあの時の男子たちと全然違うのに。男の子たち？私はね、以前佐々木さんたちがしたように手紙をもらったことがあるの。ああ、スオちゃんモテそうだものね。
Well, but they were doing it to make fun of me. So... Ichigo speaks at last and I reply with a forced smile.
でもそのラブレターはいたずらだったの。暗くて内気な私をからかおうと男子が出したのよ。それはひどいよ。私は佐々木さんたちからもらった手紙を男子から送られたラブレターと同じだと受け取ってしまった。だから聖堂で笑いながら二人が出てきた時、ごめん、誤解させちゃったんだよね。本当に誤解。自分に自信がないせいで悪い方へ思い込んでしまった。
でもね、私自分が佐々木さんたちだったらって考えてみたの。
私たちだと思って。
うん、相手の身になって考えてみる。そうしたら分かったの。佐々木さんたちがあの男の子たちのような悪ふざけをするはずがないって。冗談やふざけることはあるけれど、人が傷つくようないたずらはするはずがないって。
I return to my seat and take out a bundle tied with a ribbon. I take each of them by the hand and hand it over to them.
これは誤解して二人を傷つけてしまったお詫び。受け取ってもらえるかしら。
スオちゃん。
No more mistakes or misunderstandings. I press the cookies I made for them in cooking club into their hands. Okay, but how did that bring us here? I made up with the Sasaki's Enrique's birthday party wrapped up without incident. After that...
人に頭を洗ってもらうって素敵だね。なんだか懐かしい気持ちになる。
All I can say to Mayuri, who has released all the tension in her body and completely put herself in my hands, is yeah. I've never felt any sense of longing for my mother, so there isn't much else I can say.
でも
How sweet and lovely it would be to be able to lay all your feelings out in the open without any insecurity. She inhales slowly, then exhales. I think this as I watch her small yet firm chest rise and fall beneath the towel with each breath. Ah, right. The reason I'm in the bath with Mayuri.
スオさん。
1 hour and 30 minutes ago. Oh, what the fuck is happening? After the birthday party on the way back from the cooking club after going to thank Yatsushiro,
スオさん。
Mayuri calls out to me. Like Rika, she tells me she admires my courage, and that she wouldn't have had it in herself. I thought Mayuri had gone back to her usual self, but I realized that there's still something weighing on her mind.
無理だ。スオさんのように振る舞うこ
Flashback
とがだよ。
sequence was something that happened an hour ago.
私には
Yeah.
無理だ。
I mean, they
流されて
usually
いただろう。
introduce us to a new scene
ここでダメ
by
だ。
just
次
having
があ
the
るさ。
scene happen, and then being like, oh, how did we get here? But this one takes the cake. Although I tell her repeatedly that that's not true, she doesn't seem to take it to heart. I feel I shouldn't use borrowed words and decide to tell her in my own words.
私は内気で落ち込みやすいし、自分に甘いダメな人間だと思う。だからみんなに無知だとか無能だとか言われてもうなずくしかない。
Oh, don't say that.
でもダメだとか下手だとかはみんなが決めることだけど、無理かどうかは自分で決める。私はこの学院で何一つ諦めたくないの。
There have been many times where I thought that's it, I'm giving up. But I get the feeling that if I gave up on one thing, I would probably just keep on quitting everything.
そうだ。ああ、そうだね。また自分を諦めて騙してしまうところだった。ありがとう、スオさん。
Oh my god.
そうだ。
何？
いえ、そうだ。あの後雰囲気に流されて。
I went with her, not knowing where, because I figured it would be a good chance to make up.
これだった。
Mayuri's shoulders brushes my chest as she leans against me, and that alone makes my face turn red. I try to tell myself that it shouldn't be embarrassing since we're both girls, but
恥ずかしくないわけないじゃない。
今日はありがとう。
はい。
もう一度きちんとお礼を言いたかったの。思えばスオさんには助けてもらってばかりだなって思って。
it does look relaxing for
そん
sure.
な私は
オリエンテーリングの時だって一番
Well,
に駆
personally,
け
I'm
つ
not
け
a
てくれる
person who
し、
can relax in a
今度
bathtub.
のことだって。
Sadly.
スオさんはなんで私にそんなによく
Like,
して
I
くれるの？
like the whole thing about like you sit and you're surrounded by water and it's nice and warm and everything, but I can't relax. It's so sad because when people are like, oh, just, take a relaxing bath, I'm like, I can't. I cannot relax. Ask this, I watch her in the mirror as she sits with her eyes closed and follow the trails of the bubbles flowing from her hair and over her marble skin. Her delicate shoulders, her lithe, youthful body, her slender hips so different from mine, seem as though they'd break if I held too hard. As I watch her eyes closed, surrendering herself to me defenselessly, I feel a dark wanton feeling bubbling forth within me, making my chest constrict.
スオさん？
私
あの身体測定の時、なぜ私があんなに気持ちが抑えきれなかったのか。スオさん、私がイチゴやリンゴさんに大声を上げてしまったのは。スオさん？
はい
もしかして聞いていなかったの？
いえ決して変なことを考えていたとかじゃなくて
しょうがないな。
すみませんもう一度
I wasn't thinking anything strange at all.
ずるいスオちゃんに髪の毛洗ってもらってる
A voice echoes through the bath area as the sound of running footsteps draw near. It's just Sasaki's grinning cheerfully.
佐々木さん
A chilling glimpse of the twins' healthy skin through the gaps in the towels brings all my shame roaring back, making me blush.
すごいスオちゃんがお風呂に入っているの初めてそういえばお風呂入っているの見るの初めてだよねその言い方は私が不潔みたいな気がじゃなくてずるいよ私的にもスオちゃんに髪洗ってもらいたい私としても同意
I'm not sure where to look as the twins prance around in a carefree manner, so I stare down at the floor.
ダメだダメだ。これはアミティエの特権なんだ。
You don't actually know the twins' Amity partner, though.
何それずるいよ
It's not a character that shows up.
意味不明
I'm getting flustered watching them all fight over me. Then Ichigo makes it sound as though she's just had an idea.
私的には一緒に洗いっこした方がいいと思うなだってユリは身体測定の時みたいにエッチな目で見るかもしれないし
She says. In that moment, it feels like a shadow falls over my warm spring day. I watched her carefully, remembering how she'd yelled her denial at them before. Her expressionless face, the air pregnant with tension.
そうだ。そうだな。ああ、そうだ。せっかくだから二人がどんなに育っているか、とっくりと見せてもらうとしよう。
A weak smile comes over her and she gestures as though using a telescope to stare fixedly at the twins' bodies.
ちょっとそんなに見られたら恥ずかしいじゃん
They may crack jokes, but they're fair maidens after all. They make their escape from the baths, hands covering their chests.
女同士だから恥ずかしくないんじゃなかったのか？
She laughs mockingly.
佐々木さんたちとも仲直りできたみたい
I'm relieved that this carefree banter between friends is back. Mayuri had said before, here in these very baths, that she felt no need to get closer with me. Seeing Mayuri smiling now,
いいのよね
I say to myself as I watch the three of them in the tub, feeling closer to her than ever. Oh, next chapter.
アーシュラ系ルグイン作「辺境の惑星」という SF 小説がある。この星の1年は地球時間に直すと約60年かかるそうだ。
It's a long time.
春に15年、夏に15年、秋に15年、冬に15年。初めて私がその本を読んだ時、同じ季節でとどまったまま、
15 years of winter, I would die.
幼子から少女になるまでずっと同じ季節が続くのを想像し、声を上げて泣いてしまった。緩やかに続いていく停滞という詩。これからのお話は春で消え失せてしまった者たちの物語。
Some good cracks, yes. Those were some good cracks. You wish you could crack so good. The legend of the clown. The clown is me. Someone taps me on the shoulder. So what do you think, Susan-chan? A clear, sweet voice calls to me, and with a small sigh, I stop what I'm doing and look up. Well,
ご
clowns.
めんなさい、いちごさん、りんごさん。私、まだ貸し出し本の整理をしているの。せっかくのガールズトークなんだから盛り上がろうよ。
I'm working.
お菓子も用意しているですよ。
図書室では原則飲食禁止なんだけど。
My stomach growls as if I'm cute and my face turns red.
この時間はしょうがないよ。ちょうどお腹がすく頃合いだし。スーオちゃんは見るからに育ち盛り
Stop
ですか
talking
ら
about
ね。
food, I'm also hungry. I turn even redder as they look me up and down while I sit at the desk. It's true that I'm the tallest in class, but
これじゃあ私が意地汚いみたい
they
じゃ
are not. Chigo's words aside, it is between classes and dinner, and when I'm working is when I get the most hungry. The sweet sound of the snacks they've brought wafts toward me. I can guess what they are.
あれ
I give in to temptation, take a bite of the chocolate chip cookie she offers me, and then...
おいしい。
Ooh! The Sasagi twins clasp their hands together, their expressions radiant.
よかった。でしょでしょ。仲直りの時にもらったクッキーが美味しくて料理部でたくさん練習したんだ。これが私たちの成果です。
Although anything would taste good on this empty stomach, making a delicious cookie is quite difficult. They're simple to make, so I never mess them up. They usually turn out exactly how I expect, but they're more difficult to make exceptionally than other desserts.
もう一枚。
Desserts. Dessert. No, dessert. I take the cookie offered to me. As I devour it, I feel my stomach fill comfortingly. If possible, it'd be nice to have some tea with it too.
図書室を管理している私が思うことで。
I thank the twins and wiped up the cookie crumbs that have fallen all over the desk.
で、スオちゃんはどう思う？
She asks again as I put the crumbs in a trash can. Ichigo's question about the classmates who have dropped out of the school like flies.
確かに最近学院を去るクラスメートが多いわね。
でしょ？これってちょっとおかしくない？
There's people dropping out? What does she mean? Surely it's normal for people to leave the school if it doesn't suit them somehow, though there have been rather a lot.
だってこういうのは失礼かもだけど、だいたい学院を辞めちゃうのって少し暗い子だとか素行が悪い子とかじゃない？それなのに辞めていった子は確かに暗い子もいたけど、みんなとうまくやっていた子も多いんだよ。それそうね。
Now at the end of May, 5 girls have dropped out of the freshman class. I do think that's a lot, however...
疎外感を受けてや学院の校風と肌が合わなくて辞めるとするなら、辞めていったクラスメートの性格、数を考えればおかしいかもしれないけど、お家の事情を考えたらあり得ることなのじゃないかしら。
それって台所事情が滞ってきたとか？
それだけじゃないけど、この学院は全寮制のミッションスクールで校風から裕福な子たちが多く通っているでしょ。だから例えば家の人がやっぱりここじゃなく日本風の花嫁修行を教える学院で学ばせたいだとか、会社の転勤で外国へ出向することになって家族みんなで向かうことになったとか。
事情はいくらでも考えられるってこ
It's
と
a
か。
little boring though.
それじゃつまんないな。
Ichigo pouts, furrows her brow, and then takes something wrapped in paper from the basket she holds and hands it to Ringo. Then she unwraps it. Inside
ホ
is...
ットドッグってここは原則飲
Okay,
食
that's a
禁
little
止だっ
much.
て
Like,
言っているでしょ。
I think having a cookie is okay, but...
クッキーを作るついでに作っておいたんだよ。スオちゃんの分もあるよ。ほら。
She hands me mine, a fresh hot dog still warm. The oversized greener's aroma and what seems to be homemade tomato sauce gets my stomach growling again. The buns are freshly baked and the smell hints that there's butter spread liberally inside.
スオちゃんは
Oh,
ピクルス
goddamn.
苦手？
I mean, they could just eat them, like, outside though. Like, just take the 2 steps outside of the library and you're fine.
ううん、大丈夫よ。
My mind easily conjures up the mouth-watering texture and taste of sliced pickles on a hot dog. A disgraceful sound escapes my lips.
こぼさないようにして。
My appetite wins out. Conversation trails off for a while as the spiciness of the meat and sourness of the tomato sauce envelop my taste buds. Mouth-watering pickles on hot dog. I did like hot dogs when I was still eating meat though. I think some IKEAs are actually offering like an alternative to the hot dog wieners, but I'm not sure if they do it here as well already. You can also taste the crunchy, salty taste of the pickles here and there. Ah, you've never had one? I mean, it's
スオ
just
ちゃん、よかったらこれ使う？
you just heat up a wiener and put it in a long bun. It doesn't necessarily like it. Sausage is beef. Ah, yeah. Usually, I think it is. Yeah. Ah. I think you could make it with a different kind of meat if you wanted to. Personally, what I do, or what I did once, was just buy the buns. And like get like vegetarian or vegan alternatives to the sausage itself. And then just put some ketchup on it. That was good. Religiously vegetarian so you don't get to eat meat. Ah. You could try it with a veggie sausage though. Like it's just about the principle of having like this soft, it has to be a soft bun for it to be considered a hot dog, I guess. But yeah, and then put ketchup on there, or tomato sauce, and pickles if you like, or what have I seen before? The what are they called? Like the what are they called? The onions when they're like these crispy kind of onions. Those are also good on it, I think. She takes something from her pocket and places it on my desk, a shimmering silver spice bottle. Seeing me cocking my head, Ringo sprinkles a little on her own hot dog.
七味？
Oh.
そう。私としてはこれをかけるのを推奨す
God
る。
damn, they're really making me hungry now. Seeing her bringing with self-assurance, I recall how I had heard somewhere that more and more girls these days like spicy food. Then I remember how I read in some magazine that it was fashionable to carry your own favorite spice around with you. Okay.
こういうのが今風なのかもしれないわ。
This is a new food option I didn't have while living with my grandfather, so I thank her as I take the bottle of spice.
リンゴのを使うの？
You carry around
辛い
your
のダメ
own
ならこ
favorite...
っちもあるよ。
Okay.
私的なお気に入りなんだけどね。
Ichigo also takes a spice bottle from her pocket and places it before me.
なるほど。今時の女の子
I
は
don't...
やっぱり持って
I
いるも
think...
のなのね。
I don't think that's what what girls usually do.
それでこの中身って調味料の王様、塩だよ。
You just sprinkle salt on
お
your
塩
hot
な
dog.
の？ああ、その顔バカにしてる？塩はね、人類最古の調味料なんだよ。なんだかんだ言って2が最後に落ち着くのは塩なんだから。
Full of confidence, she puffs out her small chest. I like spice, so...
そうね、私は
Since I'm not a big fan of spicy foods, I reach for the salt, but...
ち
Ringo is looking up at me sadly.
小さな子供をいじめている気分になるわ。ダメ。
She blinks, cocking her head at me.
実は辛いのが好きなんです。 初耳なんですけど。辛いのが好きな人には悪い人はいないという。
No, no bottoms up. No, no, no. She hands me the spice bottle as if she were encouraging me to down some alcohol.
なんだ、今度は双子の方かよ。
I hear the squeak of a wheelchair and a voice which sounds annoyed.
八重垣さん、今日は遅かったわね。別にいつも来ているわけじゃないだろう。
Don't tell anyone we're eating in the library. She turns the wheels of a chair, bringing herself over to the desk where we're eating.
お堅い図書委員様が率先して規則破りとはね。ずいぶんぬるくなってきたんじゃないの？おお、八重垣ちゃんだ。こんにちは。とりあえずこいつは口止め料としてもらっておくぜ。
Nope, you're not allowed to eat in the library. She nimbly snatches my hot dog and wolfs it down in 2 bites.
まあまあだな。でも血と味付けが濃いな。そうでも嬉しいな。そのホットドッグ私たちが作ったんだよ。
I can tell from Yagaki's responses that she's intentionally ignoring that information, and I can't help but smile brightly.
少しは他の人とも話すようになったと思っていたけど。
Knowing that she converses with Rika and Mayuri, I thought she'd quickly become friends with the sociable Sasakis. However...
よかったらクッキーどうぞです。腹は空いてないんでね。
The blunt refusal shows that the walls she has built around herself are still high, and that any watershed moment is still a while away.
で、例の本返却されてるかい？ちょっと待っていてね。
I take the book that was returned today from its shelf and place it on Yagaki's lap. She smiles and strokes the binding as if petting a kitten.
よかった。早く読みたかったんだ。それ何？本だよ。図書室で他に何を借りるってんだ。
Please, Erica.
じゃなくてタイトル。おい。
She looks to me, irritated at this interest being shown in her. She wants me to do something.
リンゴさんも読書家なの。だからどんな本を読むのか興味があるのよ。へえ、双子の片割れが？連れが多そうで本なんて読んでる暇なさそうだろ。それはイチゴ姉の方。私としては一人の方が気楽。双子って言ってもいろいろなわけか。ほらよ。
Nico blinks down at the book that's been tossed her way.
意外。何がだよ。八重垣ちゃんはもっと難しい本を読んでいると思ったから。ちゃん付けはやめろ。本なら専門書でも歴史書でも児童書でも何でも読むんだよ。それに宮沢賢治は割と難解だぞ。何回読んでも新しい発見があるしな。おお、難解と難解をかけたね。
Ichigo's chuckling while Yagaki's at a loss for words, her eyes still on a book Ringo's holding, Night on a Galactic Road.
でもすごいね。今の話だと何度も読んでいるんでしょ？それなのにまた借りて読むなんてお気に入りの本なんだ。別に特別好きなわけじゃない。ただ今まで新版しか読んだことがないから旧版が入ったって聞いて読んでみようと思っただけさ。
Ichigo replies new edition, but Ringo, who likes books, probably gets it. She's still staring down at the yellowing pages of the book.
なんだよ。読んでみたい。返却されるまでだいぶ待ったんだ。そんなこと言われても。ダメ。
She raises her eyebrows like a begging child. Looking annoyed again, Yaigaki appeals to me with her eyes to do something.
リンゴさんに貸してあげたらどうかしら。リンゴさん読むの早いし。
Oh, Fast Readers reminds me that I lent someone the first 2 volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen recently, despite not having read them myself yet. And... You know the thing where it's like suddenly you develop an interest in something if you can't have it? Because the person I lent them to has not... I don't think they've even gotten started on it, and I'm like... If I'd already read those, I could at least continue with the other few I already have sitting on my shelf, right? But now I'm like stuck. Now I'm stuck. words trail off at the end. Yaegaki narrows her eyes like a cat with its sights fixed on its prey. I'm the pathetic mouse, of course.
どうかな。何かいい物語があって
You shouldn't let out books you haven't
そ
read
れを語
yourself
る
yet.
相手がいる。それだけで
You really
人
shouldn't.
生を捨てたものじゃないか。まあお前が言うなら従ってやるさ。ホットドッグの例にね。
She calls the movie The Legend of 1900, and I'm relieved. Somehow I managed to avoid getting bitten.
そうちゃんも宮沢賢治好きなの？
普通かな。代表作は一通り読んだけど、
へえ、八重垣ちゃんが児童書でも読むって言ってたけど、そうちゃんも女の子だね。そんなにたくさん読んでるなんて。
I get the feeling that there's been some sort of misunderstanding, but I'm unsure what exactly it is, and I don't know what to say. Yaegaki must have noticed it too, as she's making the same puzzled expression.
多分いちご姉は宮沢賢治が児童書しか書いていないと思っているんだと思う。
ああ、確かに教科書に載ってるのって児童向けのやつばかりだもんな。
注文の多い料理店とかね。
絵本を書いている人じゃないの？
So this is the impression of him regular people who don't read much must have. I explained how Miyazawa did poetry, children's stories, and watercolors.
そっか、絵本作家じゃなかったんだね。 でもよかったよ。女の子で絵本好きっているでしょ？私的に絵本ってあんまり好きじゃないからさ。
うん。
何？変なこと言った？
いいや、なりからして絵本とか集めてそうだって思ったからさ。
I like picture books.
そういう
if they're
空想
done
世
well.
界のもの好きそうだろ、絶対。
そういう風に見られるんだよね。だから誕生日の日には絵本をプレゼントされたりもしたんだけど、はっきり言ってあんまり好きじゃないんだ。可愛い絵なのはいいけど、軽いお説教みたいなのが入っていたり、全然意味がわからないやつもあったりするし。
わからないのって？
確かタイトルは、その前にスオちゃんは絵本って好き？
Don't really read them. When asked in a moment, I nearly say yes, but
よくよく考えたらそんなに読んだことはないかも。
I know the famous stories not so much from reading the books themselves, but more from references to them in dramas or novel.
改めて聞かれるとちゃんとは読んでないかも。
そうなんだ。よかったよ。女の子は読んでるべきみたいな人もいるし、私が変なのかな
I
と思
mean,
っち
you
ゃったし
should
さ。
definitely be reading, but I wouldn't count only reading picture books as, you know, being a reading person either, so.
で、そうそう、わからないって話だよね。少し前に流行って読まされたんだけど、それが一番
So
意味
I'm
がわから
obviously
なか
not
った
one to
な。
really talk about like popular books or classics, stuff like that. Absolutely not.
なんてタイトル
It's the same with
か
movies.
わかるかい？
It's like, oh, everyone has seen blah 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 movie. I haven't. What do you mean Garfield doesn't count?
題名は思い出せないけど、筋はいっぱい魂を持っている動物の子犬。その子犬が先々の飼い主のところで何度も死ぬって話。
Excuse me. Although she's got it slightly wrong, Yaegaki and I both understand from a brief explanation and not. It was popular for a while as a book that could make even adults cry.
あれってさっきも言ったけど、ざっくり言えばいろんな飼い主のもとで
That doesn't sound very
寿命を
nice.
迎えるって話でしょ。それを何回も何回も繰り返して、それで生き返る謎がわかるだとか、そういう盛り上がりがないじゃ
I do
ない？
not know what book she means though.
最後死ねた理由はわかるけど、へーって感じだし。あれって面白いの？
As this, I fold my arms to think on it. Usually those kinds of picture books convey morals or the manners of the time. But the picture book Ichigo is talking about...
まあ哲学入っている絵本は何を言ってるかわからないやつも多いよな。正直さっきのやつなんか子供に見せてもわけわからないだろうし、
dying over and over again.
個人的には ナイターカオニやゴンギツネみたいなしっかりとした筋道があるやつがいいな。
それならわかる。いい話だよね。
おい、ちょっと来やすいぞ。
Yagaki frowns as Ichigo takes her by the hand. I watch this commotion, thinking how they seem to have gotten a little bit closer.
図書室へ入る前に聞こえたけど、ギャーギャー騒いでただろう。今度は何の騒ぎなんだ？
騒ぎとかじゃなくて、ただの世間話よ。
Kind of
ほら、
doesn't
最
completely
近
read a normal book.
学院を辞める子が増えているでしょ。
I'm
そ
trying
のお話。
to get bad at it again. Funnily enough, now that I've read a few more like normal books again, I've not been reading a bunch of manga lately. Like over the course of the entire last 3 months, I think I've read like 4 manga. So I just can't seem to really
そのこと
get a
ね。
good grasp on all of them.
確
I
か
either
に
do
ここ
one
の
or
と
the
ころ
other.
5人辞めたやつがいるな。で、それがなんだって？
まだ学院が始まって2ヶ月も経っていないんだよ。それなのに5人もいなくなるっておかしくない？
佐々木さんたちは何か秘密があるのだろうって。
秘密？お嬢様がホームシックにかかって家に戻ったって話じゃないの？
Oh, what's that one about? Ichigo and Ringo have no comeback against this simple and reasonable answer.
多分八重垣さんの言う
Boys
通
and
りなん
badgers
だ。
have no motivation. Sometimes it takes a while to get into something though. What I usually try to do is like, if I get started on a book and it doesn't immediately hook me, I do try to force myself to read like for half an hour or a full hour at least. To see if it still doesn't catch me. Because if it still doesn't catch me after reading for like a full hour, I usually just give up. It's true about like motivation, dreams and stuff. Hold on. It's just called The Alchemist? The Alchemist. By Paulo Coelho. Combining magic, mysticism, wisdom and wonder into an inspiring tale of self-discovery, The Alchemist has become a modern classic, selling millions of copies around the world and transforming the lives of hundreds of readers across generations. Paulo Coelho's masterpiece tells the mystical story of Santiago, an Andalusian shepherd boy who yearns to travel in search of a worldly treasure. His quest will lead him to riches far different and far more satisfying than he ever imagined. Santiago's journey teaches us about the essential wisdom of listening to our hearts, of recognizing opportunity and learning to read the omens strewn along life's path, and most importantly, to follow our dreams. Oh. 175 pages, paperback, first published January 1st, 1988. Huh. Well, that sure is a classic. Interesting. The reviews here on Goodreads are very divided. Like there's 100 reviews where people are like, oh, hate it, and then there's 5 stars. And to be fair though, it has what? 1,000, 10, 100. It has several millions of reviews. I've never, well, the case in point, me and classics, not really heard of them much, so. You got 5 elf books and all 17 Spice and Wolf light novels. Ah, I feel it. I have the very first Spice and Wolf light novel, and I haven't gotten around to it. I have the entirety of the Haruhi Suzumiya light novels, and I haven't gotten around to it because I keep thinking to myself, okay, if I get started on those, I want to read them like one after the other, so I want to get done with some other series first. I'm really mad because I started reading, what is it called? Bottom tier character Tomosaki. I think was the proper English translation we got for it. Because people had been praising it in the same vein as they'd been praising Oregairu. Like my youth romantic comedy is not as I expected, and I personally am a big lover of Oregairu. I liked it a bunch. And I cannot get into Tomozaki-kun at all. Like, it's not my taste at all. It falls very flat. I don't know. I mean, I went into it expecting way more. It's like a light novel. Your main character is a loner type. He's very good at games, but he doesn't have any friends. Stuff like that. He meets another player in real life and finds out, like, a super good player, because he's on top of the leaderboards and this person is catching up, and they have a few friendly fights, and then it's like, no, it's not a friendly fight. He wins, and then the other person's like, hey, do you want to meet up? And they go to meet up, and then ta-da-da! It's actually one of his classmates, one of the super popular girls. And then he finds out that she's well, she's not necessarily two-faced, but she acts differently at school. She acts how she has to act to get what she wants, because she's like, oh, well, she wants to win at the game that is live, because it's a great game, blah, blah, blah. It's basically like she's teaching him to become a better person, that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I can't really get into the whole, main character doesn't have any friends, is a loner type books anymore. Especially because it's once again a high school book, and I'm so tired of the high school stories. And reading it right after finishing another Oregairu, because I still have a few of those left to do, was not my best idea yet. I am willing to give it another chance though, because I already have, like, what, the first 5 volumes? I bought them because the artist who does the artwork for the books, I just really love the art, but the books themselves are falling a little flat so far. And I'm already 2/3 done with the first one. So, But still. I already bought them, so at least I'm at least going to read all of the ones I have. So I can say, well, I tried. And I didn't waste that much money, or maybe I'll try to sell them after I've read them. We'll see about it. You used to look forward to English class reading and analyzing text, but now you can't do it anymore. Oh, I did not like the analyzing stuff. We didn't do that in English class as much, but we did that in German. I hated that. Just let me read it, and sure, I will have my own thoughts for it, but the whole being forced to analyze text, maybe the curtains were just blue. You know? Maybe there was no further subtext to them, and even if there was, the author is not alive anymore. They cannot tell us. But to be fair, I also had a German teacher who did not like how I wrote my stuff. So, that also was a big part of why I didn't like it. Sometimes I can go overboard with that. Yeah, they can. Thinking that the twins probably just want to make an interesting story, I decided to throw them a life bet.
確かにホームシックにかかったのが一番しっくりする答えだけど、
You would like to understand and
今回
interpret
の
it
こと
your
は
own way. Yeah,
知る
exactly.
人が多いって噂になっているのよね。そうだけど何？八重垣さんの言葉通りなら通年通して辞める生徒がいてもおかしくないわ。つまりよくあることでしょ。でも噂になるくらいだから今年はやはり他の理由があるとも考えられるわ。そう、私的な疑問もそこなんだよ。
調子のいいことを。
Wanted to take creative writing. Ooh, that sounds fun though. Yagaki looks annoyed as Ichigo jabs her finger toward her and snorts. Ichigo then turns back to me.
それで提案なんだけど、この事件を私たちの手で解いてみない？事件っていうような事件でも。
You look through reasonable on websites but got told I shouldn't just look up Wikipedia. Ah. Oh, I hate that. What I would do is I would usually just genuinely just look up the Wikipedia article. See what it says on the Wikipedia article. See what I can get from there. And then go to the sources of Wikipedia. I know they always tout, like the teachers are always like, oh, everyone can change what's written on Wikipedia. But that's not even true. Like, yes, but still the changes get checked and not just everyone can do whatever the fuck they want to the pages. So for most bigger things, there is some truth to it. Like for the properly made pages that have actual sources and everything stated on there, you can trust those. You don't regret it. Yeah, that's fair. As long as you don't regret it, that's good.
そうした方が盛り上がるでしょ？面白そうだし。ね？お願い、スオちゃん。そうですね。
It seems somehow impudent to try to find out the reason why our classmates are quitting.
自分で思いついたことだけど、今年だけ噂になっているってことは気になるわね。
They say that many a true word is spoken in jest. I myself am interested in the source of the rumor, so I agree.
やったー！それじゃあ今日はスオちゃんが図書委員の仕事があるから明日から本格指導だよ。探偵っぽくていい。
Twins are excited. I watch as Yagaki shrugs and leaves the library. I think happily how, little by little, I'm getting closer to the schoolgirl life I always wanted. That's so cute. The next day, Ringo, Ichigo, and I asked around to find out why students were dropping out. We thought that the friends and amitié partners would know the reasons. However...
誰も理由を知らないなんて。事件の匂いが増してきたね。
Not a single person had a clear answer as to why the girls who dropped out had to leave. Not even their amitié partners or close friends of the classmates who quit. If I must give an example...
お家の事情って昨日話していた通りだしね。実際辞めるなんてどんな理由でも暗い話題なのだから隠してしかるべきよね。
I'm thinking that this is as far as our search is going to get when... Do you think we could ask people besides the first years? Ichigo proposed. People quit so fast this year that it has become the subject of rumors, but every year some people drop out. Finding out whether there are any commonalities is a good idea, and it might be good to ask some more people too. I think to ask Sebastian first, since she has been at the academy for such a long time. She probably chid us for bringing up this inappropriate topic, but I figured that in itself will serve to wrap things up. However, my prediction is way off.
で、僕に用とはどういう要件だい？
It's better than giving German students an English book for something quick. I guess, yeah. A song is at least easier enough to... Like, it's not as long, so it would be easier to do it. I've been brought to Yatsushiro first, who's wearing a floral apron and filling with a colorful can in her hand.
どうした？顔色が悪いな。
Why does she say that every time?
もしかしてあの日なのかい？
As usual, the gaze of the other cooking club members is voiced in a sexual harassment. Ever since Yatsushiro asked me to be her personal cooking coach, she's gotten me recklessly battered so she now thinks highly of me. Perhaps that is why...
肩を組んでくるなんて。
My face turns red at the proximity of her beautifully dignified marble-like face and her sweet citrusy scent.
いいなあ。八代先輩と肩を組めるなんて仲良しさんなんだね。
Overly friendly Yatsushiro red-faced me. Ichigo's words in tandem with Yatsushiro's familiarity elicits cold glares from the cooking club members. I regret coming here, but there's nothing I can do about it.
スオ君とは腹を割って話せる同士でね。ああ、イチゴ君と一線を引いているとかではないよ。ただ上背が違いすぎる。 酒に酔ったサラリーマンのような格好になってしまうからね。
Two of them laugh at the image. I remove the arm from around my shoulders and face Yatsushiro.
ん？何か気に障ることをしたかな？
今日は暖かいので自分の汗が気になりまして。
なんだ、そんなこと気にしないのに。
Ha?
スオくんの匂いは母を思い出させてくれて心地よいのだけどね。
Almost 2 a.m. Oh god, okay, get some rest. Thank you for coming by. Nate. It's all well and good, but I wish the cold hard glare surrounding me would disappear. I give her a half-hearted smile, avoiding the issue. Thank you for the hydrate time.
女学生としては母親と同じは少し落ち込む。
お料理中お邪魔ですかね。何構わないさ。先日君たちが作っていたホットドッグに触発されて同じものを作ろうとしたのだが、どうも向こうは僕のことをお気に召さないらしい。うまくいかず並行していたところだ。
She doesn't like dogs.
僕が犬嫌いなことと関係あるのかもね。
She spreads her arms and shrugs. I look at the can in her hand.
ピクルス。
スオ君は苦手かい？僕は塩っ辛いこいつが好物でね。丸々1本くらい。
I hesitate over whether I could share what I notice when I look at the can. The expiration date on the can says 12.
八代先輩の言い方だと失敗作の試食はしているみたいだし。
Expired is what you're saying. There's a thing called the placebo effect. I've heard examples of people getting sick as soon as it's been pointed out to them, so maybe telling her wouldn't be the best idea. I'll point out that they expired. Realizing that the expiration date is from a few years ago, I debate whether or not to say anything.
少し休んでからまた始めるよ。
As she answers Ringo's question, I make up my mind. A few expired pickles is one thing, but eating that many might make her sick.
なんだい？改まって。死の言葉だ。なんだって聞くよ。
聞いて気分が悪くなってしまうかもしれませんけど、その八代先輩の持っている缶詰、ずいぶん古い。
古い？
Yatsushiro stares at the can, followed by the inquisitive twins, and makes an awkward expression.
まさか。
ごめんね。スオちゃんには悪い報告と悪い報告の2つがある。
The date is
いい報
written
告
the
な
other
いじ
way
ゃないで
around.
すか。
Seeing the Sasuke sisters holding their stomachs, I think back over the course of events. The hot dogs they brought me yesterday were made here. If that is the case...
私もお腹が痛くなってきたかも。
Yatsushiro, who finally seems to have figured out what's going on, laughs at us as we clutch our stomachs.
むごい。
ひどいですよ先輩。これから乙女のピンチなのかもしれないのに。
いや、すまない。勘違いさせてしまったなと思ってね。そうか、知らなければ2年前のピクルスを食べてしまったと思うよな。
どういうことです？
簡潔に言えば君たちの勘違いだってことさ。このピクルスの缶詰はアメリカ製でね。日本と違ってアメリカでは缶詰の表記は月、日、年なんだ。日本だと年、月、日だから2年前のものだと勘違いしたんだね。
So it's the 8th of December 2014. And not 14th of August 2012.
そうだったんですか。
人騒がせだよスオちゃん。
思わず戻しかけた。
Lucky. I must say my fault, but Yatsushiro puts her arm around my shoulder once again and I squeak instead.
僕のことを気にかけて忠告してくれたんだ。見当外れだとはいえ嬉しいよ。今度また料理の指導をしてくれないか？ 私に。
She's so close I can feel her breath and the glass from the other club members pierce through me again. At last we ask her about what we had come here to ask. Yatsushiro removes her apron and frowning scratches her temple.
給油が早くにやめてしまった理由ね。
やっぱり不謹慎なんじゃないかな。この流れって怒られるのかも。
Yatsushiro is a little weird, but she's the president of the Council of Nikaya. She's in a position to discipline us. She likes to joke around, but she does have a serious side. We cower, afraid that she's about to get mad at us for what we're doing.
まあ季節柄少し早いとはいえ、この手の話題は出るものだしな。
She murmurs. I don't really know what she means, but Ichigo looks like she's guessed something as she addresses Yatsushiro seriously.
料理部の先輩に聞いたのですけど、生徒が多く辞めてしまう理由で何か怖い噂があるって。
ああ、なるほど。5月の時点で辞めていった者たちが多いから、なぜだろうと噂になっている段階なのか。てっきり学院の七不思議がささやかれているものとばかり思ったよ。
The what now?
七不思議。
Ringo's eyes light up. I guess she likes these kinds of tales.
七不思議って何ですか？
いたずらに広めるものでもないとは思うが、少し調べればわかることだし、まあいいだろう。僕も1年生の時は君たちのように急に消えるようにしていなくなった生徒らのことを調べていたしね。
先輩もってことは、先輩の代でもたくさん辞める人が出たんですか？
いや、僕の代では年間を通して4名だった。それに一度にではなかったから別段おかしくは取り上げられなかったんだが、昨年の夏頃にその時の3年生がいっぺんに辞めたんだ。7名だよ。これが1年生なら里心がついただとか。入学してみたけれど思ったような学院じゃなかったと辞めていったと考えるけれども。
3年生が一時に辞めるの
That
は
is strange,
不
yeah.
自然ですね。
だろう？だからネリーを誘って調べたのさ。辞めた上級生のアミティアらを当たってね。でも辞めた理由はアミティアたちですら知らなかった。何も言わず去っていったそうだよ。まあ家庭の事情だろうとか言っていたけどね。
We instinctively exchanged glances at this fact that she'd followed the same line of reasoning as we did.
それでどうして七不思議が絡んでくるんです？その辞めていった7名が何かしてはいけないとされることを行ったとか？
さすがスオ君だ。そう、ドンピシャだよ。家庭の事情とやらを詳しく調べてみた結果、九段の3年生全員はある儀式を行っていたのさ。
儀式って例えばコックリさんのような。
She nods, and bewildered by the strange turn the conversation has taken. Ringo seems to be enjoying herself and Ichigo's eyes are glittering.
それでその儀式って行った七不思議って何ですか？
そうだな。学院の特色と七不思議というところで考えてみたまえ。正解するのは難しいだろうが、近ければ教えてやろう。
学院七不思議。あ、じゃあトイレの花子さんとか？
学院の特色を考えてみろと言っただろ。それじゃ普通の学校の七不思議と変わらないよ。
そうか。ね、そうちゃんわかる？
I mean, maybe something to do with ballet. I think I've got it. I don't actually, but I think back on the movies I've seen and novels I've read.
松代先輩は学院特色と言っていた。
Or something
なら
something to do with school being Christian.
もしかしてなんですけど。
お？何か思いついたかい？それじゃ回答者は答えをどうぞ。
She points her chopsticks to my face like a microphone. With some hesitation, I answer.
その血まみれメアリーの儀式をしたんじゃないですかね。
Oh, how is that a specific characteristic of this school, though?
おお、正解だ。よくわかったね。
すごい。私的にはウイジャボードだと思っていた。
You don't know, but lucky you don't need to know. Very true. I just need to press the correct option, and then my main character is gonna be like, oh, I know.
はじめ、私もウイジャボードを使った降霊術を開いていたのだと考えたわ。日本のコックリさんに近いし、この学院で行うなら雰囲気もありそうだし。でもね。
But
でもコックリさんと違ってウイジャボードを用意するのは難しいわ。本式にのっとればボードだけじゃなく文字を指すプランシェットも用意しなくちゃいけないし、だから用意が簡単で儀式も簡易なものを考えて血まみれメアリーじゃないかと思ったの。
素晴らしい。さすが僕のスオ君だ。きちんとこの学院の特色というところを考えていたしね。
Okay, Mary. Yeah, okay. It's a Catholic school of Mary.
特色って何のこと？今挙げたウイジャボードでの降霊術も血まみれメアリーも日本でなく外国で有名なものなの。
Every game wants you to actually know the stuff and you get a scientist or something.
ウイジャボードは主にイギリスで、血まみれメアリーは
You know how out
ア
of
メ
depth
リカ
I
で都
felt
市伝
in
説のよう
the
に語られているものよ。
escape simulator when we had to combine the in one of the science room we had to combine stuff and I was just sitting like, fuck me, I do not know any of that. She nods her head admiringly. Ringo looks a bit frustrated as though she'd known about it and could have guessed it herself.
スオ君が正解を引き当てたんだ。続きを話そう。
She puts her hands on the table, leans forward and closes her eyes for a moment as though dredging up the past. She opens her mouth.
1年前、僕とネリーは辞めた7名の共通点を見た。そう。さっき言った血まみれメアリーさ。
I don't think that actually completely disappeared though, right?
都市伝説ではこの儀式を行うと
Like because of that, I
名の
think
通
they
り
just had to leave for
試したものが
family
血まみれになって
reasons,
死んで
but
しまうそうだ。
it is funny to be thinking about it in this way and being like, ooh, spooky.
まあどこかで耳にして面白がった3年生が試したという流れだと思ったよ。
血まみれメアリーの孤児は知っている。でもそれだとおかしいと思う。だって儀式を行った者は血まみれになって死んでしまう。でも3年生の皆さんはやめていっただけ。
It certainly doesn't fit quite right.
本式の儀式はこうだ。
Hmm.
夜中の2時に合わせ鏡の前で血まみれメアリーと3度言う。
Mm-hmm.
そうすると鏡の中にメアリーという少女が現れ、自分と同じ血まみれの姿にする。
Mm-hmm.
確かにこれではやめる以前の問題だな。
She gives a cynical smile. I get the feeling Yatsushiro is still testing me, and I think back over the words she has said.
学院の特色、儀式、七不思議。
Feeling something about these words tugging at my mind, I murmur them to myself again.
特色血まみれメアリーの儀式七不思議不思議
おや、違和感に気づいたかな？
はい、血まみれメアリーの儀式という言葉が強くてそちらに気を取られていましたけど、そもそもこの話は七不思議という言葉から始まったことです。だから今挙げた血まみれメアリーもこの学院の七不思議の一つということですよね。そうか、何どういうこと？学院の七不思議として据え置かれたことで、血まみれメアリーは本来の姿から変わってしまった。本来は呼び出してみたら死ぬという図式が呼び出してみたら連れ去られるという図式に変わった。
ご名答。儀式の作法も本式とは違うやり方をするらしいね。僕とネリーが調べた結果、学院の七不思議のうち3つしかわからなかったが、どれも日本の学校で噂されるそれとは違う。森の中を徘徊するウェンディゴや寄宿舎の使われていない部屋に佇むシェイプシフターとかね。しかし面白いのは、どれもそれらの怪異を見かけたら連れ去られるという事象だ。どうもこの学院の怪異は生徒をさらうことにご執心のようだ。
Oh, but that's stupid. Why would you disappear if you see the mysteries? That's boring. How does... He finishes speaking and lets out a deep breath which nearly becomes a sigh.
恐ろしいものの尾を踏んだような。八代先輩、血まみれメアリーのこの学院での儀式のやり
Where's the
方
fun
は
in that?
ご存知ですか？
If you find something and then everyone who does it actually just disappears. And who's the one spreading the rumors afterwards? Of like how the rituals are performed.
一度聞いたが忘れてしまったよ。興味があったから調べてみたが、オカルトじみた答えは僕の趣味じゃない。冷めてしまう。
そうですか。
まあ興味があるならネリーに話を聞いてみるといい。あいつはこの手の話題が好きなんだ。さらに突っ込んだところまで調べていたようだしね。儀式のやり方も知っているんじゃないかな。
はい、聞いてみます。ありがとうございました。
何構わないさ。だが二階屋の会の会長として一つ忠告しておくよ。儀式を調べても行わない方がいい。
Oh, we would not. Never. Never.
偶然が重なった産物だろうが、偶然というのは時に魔を潜ませるからね。
Perhaps because I'd been wanting to try it, twins look away uncomfortably. Yes, Shiro furrows her brow as she gazes at them, but then...
まあ、スオ君が一緒なら最悪の事態にはならないか。
Oh? She murmurs that in a voice only I can hear. I look at her in surprise and she winks at me.
部の後輩をよろしく頼むよ。
We had voice to talk to Nene and Komikado for more information. We head straight for the church where we heard she'd be, but...
あ、じゃあ出直した方がいいかも。
What is holding with Sasuke's bag is that besides just Komikado, there's also...
3人でこんなところへ来るなんて珍しいんじゃないか？
まあ本当。どうしたの、スオさん。
The two of them are looking at us with puzzled expressions.
まゆりさん、リッカさんもなぜここに？
Mamichi Powders had been talking about something with Komikado.
言ってなかったかしら。今日は各学年の級長同士での会合があったのよ。
他1名初期が必要だって言うんで、私は付き添い。
そう。
I hadn't heard about this and feel a little left out, but...
そういえば最近は佐々木さんたちとばかり一緒だったわ。
Yeah? I've been been so wrapped up in the mystery of the students who dropped out that it's all I've been doing in my free time. I haven't had much chance to talk with Lika.
気にしすぎよね。
あらあら、こんにちはスオさん。今日は私に会いに来てくれたのか
We
しら。
finally have an Ada character again. Komikaru had been standing behind my Michi partners, comes forward to greet me with a gentle smile.
そのコミカド先輩にお話があってきたのですけど。
あら本当に私に会いに来てくれたなんて嬉しいわ。
Komikaru puts her hands together in delight like a child. In contrast, my Michi partners seem to sense something off about Sasagi's words and are looking dubious.
どうしよう。ちなみにメアリーの話なんてリッカさんの前でしていいのかしら。
She's had to struggle with the fact so many classmates have quit, her being the class president and all. Thus, knowing her, she'd probably tell us to knock it off.
お話をしに来たけど、なんだか忙しそうだし、おいとましようか。え？うん、それがいい。
せっかく会いに来てくれたのでしょ。もう会議も終わって少し立ち話をしていただけだから大丈夫よ。私、1年生の方たちとお話ししてみたかったの。
Komikaru says that looking like a spring fairy.
そうですか。
There
そう
goes our
です
easy
よ
way
ね
out. We can't exactly refuse, and though we feel uncomfortable, we have no choice but to stay.
会いに来たと言ったんだから何か話をしなくちゃ。
The more I try to come up with a topic, the blanker my mind becomes. What would someone come all the way to an upperclassman and the vice president of the Council of Nicaea to say? I rack my brain and come up with nothing. Komikaru shows no sign of being bothered and just smiles gently. Standing in a cathedral with her pale eyes and lashes dipped in gold, she looks just like something out of a religious painting.
あら。ええ。そう、宗教画といえば。
Has she been saying that out loud?
声に出ていた。
そういえば知っているかしら。最近学院で奇妙な噂があるって。
Hmm?
奇妙な噂ですか。どんな。
1年生のみんなは知らないと思うけれど、私たちが1年生の時はみんなその噂で持ちきりだったの。血まみれメアリーっていう七不思議の一つなんだけれど。
All three of us are shocked when she spontaneously brings up the topic of Bloody Mary. I feign ignorance so as not to seem suspicious.
七不思議。この学院にもあったんですね。その血まみれメアリーというのは。
Not suspicious at all. We have never heard of a Bloody Mary before in our life, and that's definitely not why we came here. No. Mm-mm.
この学院の七不思議はどれもさらわれてしまう。消失という事柄が一つのキーワードになっているの。今挙げた血まみれメアリーもある儀式を行うとメアリーという少女に連れて行かれてしまうということになっているわ。
ちょっと待ってください。噂って。
あら、花火さんはご存知なかったのね。1年生が確か5名辞めているでしょ。
No, we know about that.
私が1年生の時も当時の3年生が初夏の頃に7名一時に辞めているの。そしてその辞めていた3年生は
血まみれメアリーとやらの儀式を行っていたですか。
そう2月足らずの間に5名が辞めていることから当時の騒ぎを知っている者はまた血まみれメアリーの儀式を行ったんじゃないかって
You can not go with those stories, I think.
あら
いいえ、ちょっと部屋の鍵を閉め忘れたかもしれないなと思いまして。
Mita Dika does an about face. Ah, could it be?
部屋に鍵は備え付けてあるけど今まで一度だってかけたことないじゃないか。3名全員に鍵があるわけじゃなし 締め出されると悪いからって。
そうね。これはスオちゃん、そっとしておきましょう。
Everyone has things they can't handle well. We should show compassion.
それで質問なんですが、その血まみれメアリーの儀式のやり方を知っていますか？
儀式の方法？
はい、通例だと夜中鏡に向かって血まみれメアリーの名前を3度呼ぶのだとか聞きました。
あら、料理部の先輩から聞いたのかしら。ね、確か。何？花火師さん。
そんなに恐ろしい儀式を安易に教えてしまっていいのですか？知ってしまったらやってみたいと思ってしまうでしょうし。
そうね。そういう考え方も。
We would never do any scary rituals. Komikata blinks several times, patting her long lashes. Don't force the subject if Rika doesn't like it.
怖がりなリッカさんはかわいそうだけど。
It's always been one of my dreams to share scary stories with other girls. What if I just asked her?
ダメならここまでにすればいいし。
どうしました、スオさん。
いえ、実は私、以前いた学校では内気であまりみんなと打ち解けられなくて、旧友たちと怖い話とかしたことがなかったので。
You're playing the at my old school I never got to do this card. Sneaky.
そうなの。はい。だから怖い話になった時、なんだかみんなと近づけたよ
You're
うな
gonna
気
make her
持ちに
feel
なった。
bad. You say it like that, you're gonna make her feel
リカさん
bad.
が嫌だと言うなら、ここでおしまいに。大丈夫。平気だから気にしないで。ただ聖堂でこんな話をするのは不謹慎だから止めたけど、お話としてするならいいと思う。ただの作り話だし。リカさん。
Grateful to Rika for putting on a brave face, I turn to Komikado to ask about the details of the ritual. Komikado shakes her golden hair and closes her celadon eyes as though searching for her memories. Then she starts to speak.
私たち、ゆずりはと私は、一度に7名が辞めるということに疑問を抱いて、いろいろな人たちから話を聞いたわ。すると、主に学生以外から、この学院にまつわる怖い話を聞いたの。それが、先ほど言った七不思議ね。残念だけど、私は7つのうち、4つしか調べることができなかった。
4つ？
Yatsujiri had said she only knew about 3.
ええ、森をさまようウェンディゴ、寄宿者のシェイプシフター、物言わぬ真実の女神、そして血まみれメアリー。3年生は血まみれメアリーの儀式を行い、連れて行かれたのではないかと噂になったの。
それは現実的じゃないんじゃないですか？普通家元に戻るにしても、学院側に理由を話すんじゃ。
Something actually bad that the school covered up.
辞
Maybe
め
they
た
killed
理由の
someone.
こじつけとしてなら、理由はいずれ
Like
分
all
かった
7 of
でしょ
them
う
know
し、
you?
そこまで噂は広まらない。
I don't think the game ever gets that dark, but still.
つまり、血まみれメアリーの儀式を行った際に、
If it's
何かを
like,
体験
if
し
we
てしま
find
い、
out in this game or
学院を
not,
去ることに
or
な
if
っ
it's
た。
ever cleared up.
そう考えるのが妥当だわ。
Hearing Komikado speak, I'm surprised at how much more like a real curse it is than I thought. For me, I'd still been thinking that the reason was family circumstances. I'd figured that people had made the ritual that the students had performed into a face-saving pretext for the fact that I had quit.
でも今の話の流れだと恐ろしい体験をしてやめていったとなる。その本当に3年生たちは儀式をして何か怖い目にあったのですか？
ええ、私としては
They
間
confessed
違
they're
いない
not
と
gay.
思って
Damn
いる。
it! You got no.
だから
You gotta
私は
go.
その怖い目に遭ってみようと思ったの。
Prerequisite to be in a Catholic all-girls school is you're gay. You go into the school, you're not gay yet, you come out, you're like, oh. Not only Rika, but everybody else also freezes at Komikado's out of place spring fairy-like smile.
それじゃあコミカド先輩も血まみれメアリーの儀式を？
ええ、今もだけど、その当時不思議な体験、神殿にまつわる体験をぜひしてみたいと思っていたのね。だから血まみれメアリーの儀式を
I wonder why she
行
smiles
って
so
み
sweet.
よう
Oh
と思
yeah,
ったの。
I did the Bloody Mary thing, but nothing happened.
今の発言ですけど、神霊にまつわると聞いたのですが、名前からして神の奇跡とは程遠い行為に思えるのですけど。
That's a good question. Supernatural phenomenon like ghosts are nothing short of miracles of God. I also thought of that question.
血まみれメアリーは七不思議に数えられたことで行われる儀式に違いが生じた。もしかして新しい儀式の中に何か神聖なものを取り入れた？
まあ、さすがスオさんね。その
Ah,
通りなの。
maybe you say it somewhere
先
else.
ほど佐々木さんが言ったように、本来は午前2時に鏡へ血まみれメアリーと3度言う。それだけだった。でもこの学院での作法は違う。学院にある聖遺物を使うの。
聖物？
聖人が使っていたとされるローブやご遺体、そのもの自体が奇跡を生んだもののことよ。
そんなすごいものがこの学院にあるんですか？
ええ、皆さんも目にしているはずよ。学者のエントランスに飾られている絵画、階段の踊り場に聖母マリア様の絵が飾られているのを知っているでしょ？
Elegant staircase in a stairwell with a high vaulted ceiling. I'd only ever looked at the elaborate stained glass on all sides and so I'd hardly noticed the painting.
ああ、確かにあった。深みのある素敵な絵画だと思っていたけど、そんなに価値のあるものだとは思わなかった。
とある聖人が描いたもので、長く教会に置かれていたそうよ。この学院ができた折に譲り受けたそうなのだけど、私が興味を持ったのは儀式が聖物を使ったものだからなの。
聖遺物を通してならば、どんな怪異でも神霊足り得ると？
Or maybe this is all a very elaborate ruse. To get us to try this and then they like, you know, when we tell them, hey, oh, we're definitely not gonna do that, ha 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 ha, but we're gonna try it like the next, I don't know, Sunday night. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then they set up a prank at the middle of the night, and this is a very elaborate, no, but it wouldn't make sense for it to be an elaborate prank. I trust Nadina when she says that she has tried doing it herself. Komikado doesn't answer Dingo's question, but glosses over it with a smile.
血まみれメアリーの儀式はね、夜中の2時。これは変わらないわ。その時間帯に合わせ、手鏡を持って聖遺物の前に立つの。この時、行うものの数は何人でもいい。ただ、手鏡を見るという行為があるから、覗き込み2時の時間に合わせ、血まみれメアリーの名を3度呼び、手鏡で聖遺物を、墓子を抱えるマリア様を見る。すると、手鏡に映る聖母様に変化が起こる。
変化というのはどんなものなのですか？
それは人によって違うというわ。聖母様のお顔が違って見えたや、抱いている赤子が別のものになった。いろいろよ。
コミカド先輩は何が見えたのです？
私には何も見えなかった。
Aww.
手鏡には絵画と同じ絵が写っていただけ。そこで私は満足して終わりにしたのよ。
Komikado takes a deep breath as though she's just finished a long journey and looks around at us.
これでおしまい。結局辞めた7名が何を見たのかわからなかったけれど、 あの
She
日
is really pretty.
あの夜で行った儀式を考えると本当に何かを見たのかもしれないとは思ったわ。夜中の2時一人きりで恐ろしい儀式をするのだもの。怖くて怖くて仕方ないはずなのになぜか親密な空気がそこにはあった。恐ろしさではないけれどあの場でひどく奇妙な心持ちになった私には、何が起きてもおかしくないと感じたわ。
She smiles and runs a hand through her golden hair. The rest of us are struck speechless and silence falls between us for a moment.
そうだわ。さらわれるという事象で一つ思い出したの。これは消えてしまうことが誉れなのだけど。
She gives a meaningful look to the piano in the cathedral. My eyes follow hers to the piano. I hadn't been aware of it until now, but I immediately feel a repulsion at seeing a loathsome instrument there.
この学院では毎年6月に聖母祭を行うの。その聖母祭で聖母役に選ばれた生徒は神の身元へ旅立つのですって。
その言い方だと消える以前になくなるような気がしますね。
本当に気高く崇高な少女だけが選ばれ連れて行かれるそうよ。まあこれも噂なのだけどね。
Huh, Mayuri says as she nods, though she doesn't seem convinced. Komikado once again turns her gaze to the piano.
スオさんの演奏は素晴らしかったわ。先ほどの話だけど合唱部では聖母祭で聖歌を披露するの。その時に伴奏を弾いてほしいのだけどどうかしら。
Think about it. Hearing Komikado's request, I'd look to the piano. My stepmother's image oozes from it, her phantom sitting at Chappelle's piano.
まだこんなにもとらわれて。スオさん
The voice calling to me distorts the image of my stepmother. I shake my head and force a smile.
考えてみます。そう、スオさんの演奏で歌えるの楽しみだわ。
I instinctively avert my gaze from my carefree smile. I notice Mayuri looking at me with a pained gaze.
あ、最後に話しておいてなんだけど、噂を広めたらダメよ。真似する人も出てくるかもしれない。私との約束ね。
With her hands pressed together and smiling, she looks like an actual saint. Her lapis lazuli eyes, her soft, fine, golden hair. When I see her glittering in the sunlight, I'm relieved that the shadow sitting at the piano has disappeared. It is already 10 p.m. Hot damn. I would love to keep going. Actually. It's already so late. And I think the next scene that's about to come up is pretty long. And spot a room if you disappear yourself. We don't want to disappear. No disappearing acts in this game. No, no, no. No disappearing. It's not healthy. We just started school. We don't want to disappear. I love this game. I really love these games. It's gonna take us quite a while to actually get through all of them, not gonna lie, but I love them. I really hope to make it through this one this year still, and then we'll do this next year. Yeah, that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you for an no, thank you for coming. Plan for next week. I mean, schedule goes up in a bit, but plan for next week is pretty much the same as this week. It's pretty much the same as this week. More flowers on Wednesday, more ATI on Friday, and once again Persona on Saturday. Except I'm not quite sure if Persona is gonna go as long as... Well, I will be saying this every single time. We're just gonna see however long I can go for. But also, it's Splatfest next week. Next weekend, it's Splatfest time, and I do not know what team to choose yet. So I'm definitely also gonna be spending some time getting points in the Splatfest. Maybe on Sunday.
we'll see about it. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Also schedule in a bit. And for now, I wish you a very, very good night. Thank you so much for coming by. Let me set up a raid to Artie, who's doing Super Mario Sunshine, which is one of the only Mario games I know a little bit more about. Good night. Have a nice night. Sleep tight. And I'll see you all soon.
Bye bye. Bye bye.